assumption.
Sad face.
No, we're not starting this philosophical debate again. This is like every other week. No.
Well, that's what that's the topic of the day today is philosophical discussion about existence. That's what we come every week for, right?
Fuck.
Yeah, Star Trek.
I mean, yes, that's true.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay, have fun.
But what really is a nap, truly?
No.
Life is a series of surreal events loosely connected by periods of sleep. That's all it is.
I don't know. It's pretty real. I don't know if it's sir anything. Must we monarchize and feudalize our existence?
Yes,
Fuck yeah.
I'm real, and don't call me sir.
We're all counting on you. Good luck. Good luck. We're all counting.
And on the back of that silliness, hello everybody. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and it's another philosophic episode of Halanak Star Trek Adventures Halanak Station. The start date is 6:05:31. These poor, unfortunate souls have found themselves in two fronts. One, a rescue effort on the planet of Opentar while a underwater beast wakes from its slumber. And also, another kind of supernatural beast is dealing with a bunch of people trapped on a shuttle. So everything's going great and nothing is wrong. This is a through threat game.
That seems excessive.
It could be 4.
It's just a devilfish. Pet it.
Go ahead, pet it, see what happens.
Okay.
Get the achievement.
Bet achievement hunting. Let's go.
Yep. Covet's got some value. I can have a pet by the end of the game. No problem.
Yeah. What have we done to the system?
No Savix cast will ever bother me again.
No.
We look to the USS Da Vinci A in the... Where are you guys again? The name of the subsector. The Eta subsector, I believe? The Eta subsector. Near the vanished star system. Ensign Ven is taken immediately to sickbay because, he kind of lost an arm. So he kind of needs help.
So is Click. He's blind.
And so is Click, because he's blinded. And security eventually carries on their merry way, because you don't really need them present anymore.
They were taking them to medical, actually, because
Yeah.
they can both still walk.
Yeah, he didn't fix that part.
And you might need counseling after seeing that happen, so up to you.
As the Romulan the hologram Haifa, stands defiant, ready to serve the Empire. The Federation.
Yeah, he's in a Tel Shiar uniform as well, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
But pretty low rank, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty low rank. It's a Nulan?
The Nulan. No, the guy above that.
Miltis.
But,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
no, I left that Uhulan to die.
No, he's
Nope, not that one. I recruited the corporal or whatever. But the other guy, I told him to stay there and hold the line himself.
That was Millicent.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yep. I've got you.
So yeah, you're in the conference room. You've had your confrontation.
Yeah. Just like looking up and down at Haifa, like there's only one reason that I know this is you, but that appearance is incredibly disconcerting.
Decisions to let planets or crew members die is also disconcerting.
Oh yes.
I'll switch back.
To what?
Boop. Oh, I give it to you.
Not exactly an enjoyable choice to make. To, I'm sure, the surprise of none.
And I don't think one that needed to be made, but it's your prerogative.
That's the guy who brought this upon us all.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. Character didn't do it.
True.
As far as you're aware.
What happened down there, Lieutenant Commander?
We investigated one planet with a large population of reptilians. I had suggested we go to the outpost, but I was overruled. So we went to this reptilian planet first. It turned out to not be the place we wanted to be. He didn't have the secret outpost. So we went to the place with the secret outpost. While we were coming down to the surface, there was a lot of interference, so I was deactivated by accident, and the crew had a rough landing. I don't know what they did much on the surface until I reactivated. There was a Romulan Tal Shiar research facility, and from what I could gather, they were abusing the local population to conduct illegal research, as the Tal Shiar does. And when confronted, rather than request help from Starfleet, they annihilated themselves and the planet.
And has reached this current conclusion.
Say that again.
And we've now reached this current, well, rather than conclusion, I'd say step.
Yeah, I tried to save the planet a couple different ways. It turned out to not be possible, so I was about to just stop existing rather violently, and then I was here.
All right. I would like you to report to engineering and see if you can't get some of your crew to run diagnostics on you. No offense intended, but you were seemingly taken by some manner of not exactly friendly being, and I would like to make sure that they haven't tampered with you in any way, shape, or form.
I'm the most qualified person to do that.
Yes, but I would appreciate having other people on your staff supervising that, as if you are the one that has been tampered with, it would be easiest for you to hide it. Or not simply not do it and tell me you did.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. The biologic obsession with making medical practices, engineering practices is always disturbing, but we'll see what we can do.
Hopefully I'll see you on the bridge shortly.
Very well, Commander. Centurion.
Lieutenant Commander? You called him Commander Centurion? Okay.
Well, Commander, and corrected myself to Centurion,
Yeah,
because you're a Commander equivalent.
Yes. But yes, as you were, Lieutenant Commander. Oh, boy. Okay.
I'm gonna go create a holographic doctor so I can do the holographic medbay scene.
I mean, it was going to be you in engineering. He did, or you can do it to medbay if you want, but he understands it's an engineering thing.
Gotta get out my engineering thermometer and my engineering
plug a keyboard into yourself to check your code. I don't know how that works.
Blood pressure cuff.
Ensign Mila, security will route you the footage from the conference room. I want you to run through all Federation databases we might have in regards to if we've encountered that species before, because apparently we have.
Yes, sir.
And if it's not the Federation that's encountered them before, that means it's the Empire that has.
Reason Science, difficulty 4, assisted by computers science.
Mila would normally be Ven, but Kovic can get it at the moment.
Yeah, Ven's usually here, but
Click is
difficulty
gone.
what?
4. About time you did some work around here.
It's true. Okay.
Unfortunately, not exactly her forte in terms of focuses.
No, but fair enough. She's probably rolled, and Vin just hadn't marked it, so probably
She
needs
has
something.
rolled before, yeah.
She has.
Okay.
I mean, she's got a talent and a value.
Yeah. Okay. Then take 1, 2, 3, 6 threat for 5 dice, and
Good golly.
daring.
And I could always have directed you to do that.
It's true.
'Cause I don't think you want my science assist.
That's fine. She's not bad actually. So particularly with the reroll,
She really isn't.
I don't think any of her focuses will apply here. So. And let's just fish. Here we
Good
go.
lord. All right. Well,
7.
Ship.
I like how the
3 momentum
ship's-
generated.
Yeah.
ship's second one is always a crit.
Tap.
It's so sad.
In fact, Starfleet has encountered this species before. The entity known as Liar has a similar energy signature as he does.
God.
I was so close last time.
You notice actually with that roll as well, you also notice that the two of them have a similar energy signature to a anomaly known as the Reality Gate at Endon's Landing. They all share similar energy signatures, which it's hard to talk about hyperspatial beings and how much that means they're related to each other, but they're more related to each other than, say, Q creatures or the wormhole aliens, etc.
Tragically,
That's-
the people of the crew that we have that know about this entity called Liar are Thralic, who is indisposed, and Pend, who is elsewhere and indisposed.
That was the reality gate you said?
Yep.
Okay. Mila would kind of go down the rabbit hole of the liar. Would she be able to discover that Captain Pend and Captain Thralic have past history with it?
Yep, it would be on. They'd be the one officers on file because they'd have the most recent encounters with them. There's a couple other sightings other people have had, but they're the ones closest to you. Like you know the names, but wait a minute, I know those officers. They're in my chain.
Under the Kismet, correct?
Yeah.
Centurion, it appears that this being may have been the same species as the entity known as the liar. There's some interesting bits in the databanks about both of these entities sharing an energy signature with something called the Reality Gate at Endon's Landing. I can dig into that more if you want, but I thought it might be more important to let you know that Captain Pend has apparently had extensive dealings with this entity, as has Captain Thralic. Perhaps contacting Captain Pend, he might be able to be of assistance. According to the logs, he seems to have had some kind of relationship with this liar entity who seems to be much better disposed than the one who just visited us. To us, anyway.
Hey, Thralic, that sounds like you.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. We'll see if
Wario.
we can't get a communication through to Captain Pend, and yes, I'd appreciate you going down the rabbit hole, as it were, Mila. See what you can pull up in any regards to that.
Chip did great, Jam.
Oh my god.
Aye, sir.
Insamila, you recognize that the weather in the area has gotten a little complicated. So a new link will have to be established with Halanak Station.
Captain, looks like the interference is increased. We have a weather front moving in. Communications, did we ever establish a quantum entangled communications link with Halanak?
This ship isn't equipped with quantum entanglement communicators.
Sarah and the Lieutenant Captain of the Stars isn't here.
Correct.
And
Easiest way rather than just a hail would be yeah, so it's that or time. Reason engineering 3 comes engineering.
she's rolling a 14 reason engineering.
Let's go to 12. Ralph is a 12.
You want her to give it a shot?
Yeah, she can give it a shot.
Might get lucky and find a channel that isn't being garbled to death.
Meteorology for a focus.
Yep.
Actually appropriate, so, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to spend that 3 momentum to roll 4.
And can assist potentially if needed, just because it has engineering, so it's pretty competent.
Yeah. I'm spending 3 to roll 4, the momentum.
No, you're good.
Oh, she hit it.
Okay.
Comms engineering.
Let's go, ship. Let's watch you crit again.
Hey!
Hey!
Game 2.
On the correct dice this time.
Damn ship.
Mila tearing it up. She's needed a better player.
Captain Penn, you've been hailed.
This is Halanak Station.
Halanak Station. This is the USS Da Vinci. We have encountered an entity that is related to one that you might have encountered before. Well, this one addresses itself as Fim, which is an old Romulan word for a badger, or a badger-like creature. The one you encountered would have been known as Liar.
Oh, I've not heard that in a while.
Well, this Fim seems to be far less friendly than your Liar.
Interesting. More do they appear to be on the same line of they act on their own accord?
Yes and no. He says he's enforcing some sort of regulation for us breaching a hyperspace barrier. But he's provided no context for this law and has openly stated that we're unlucky to have encountered him rather than one of his siblings. It seems kind of like a power trip, if you ask me, sir. But he does presently have Captain Thralic and our Chief of Security, along with Lieutenant Captain of the Stars, Serana, and various other people in a hostage-like state. Exactly where is unknown.
Are you able to communicate with this Fim?
They have left the vessel. I presume they are still listening in some manner, but I cannot be certain.
Well, could you broadcast this on a wide band in your area?
You have a plan then, Captain?
No, I'm just going to call him out.
I will make a note that he did remove Ensign Ven's cybernetic arm and has caused Click. What is his rank even? Specialist
Ensign?
Click's vision to be eliminated.
Oh, so this one's a bit of an arsehole.
Yes, he did return Lieutenant Commander Haifa to us. He is currently going through checks to ensure that he has not been tampered with in any way. And this man did, or this being, gave us a choice between 8 billion pre-warp lives, the command staff of, or the missing persons from this vessel, or the colonists from the colony we were sent to find. A choose or I will choose for you situation.
Well, if we broadcast, I may be able to use my previous interactions with Liar to maybe get him to either change his tune or lessen his stance. There's no guarantee. As the most senior officer in the area who's not held hostage in either a quantum or a hyperspace situation, what do you recommend?
Is there any possibility of contacting this liar?
Liar works how Liar wants to work. If he wants you to contact him, he will be there.
That sounds incredibly unhelpful.
Yes. That's generally how it goes with higher plane beings. They don't work on our time schedules.
I don't know what kind of ire this creature has, but if you believe you can get through to him, I'm willing to broadcast your message.
Do you think it is a risk worth taking?
I'm not sure. As an honest answer. I do not know what this being is willing to go to in terms of this behavior it has displayed.
Well, we can broadcast. If they deign to speak to us, then we can try and clarify a bit more. But if it comes down to it, you're the senior officer in the area. You make the final call.
Yes, Captain. I'm sure Starfleet will be thrilled by that.
Well, Starfleet make the correct decision in every single situation, don't they?
Apparently so.
Yeah. Well, let's broadcast and see if I can garner an audience.
So you wanted to talk to me? He just appears behind Ryan.
Oh, yeah. No, that seems about right.
Ah,
Captain Pend. Fim, Captain Pend. He's not even looking at him, he's just looking straight ahead at Pend.
hello, Fim.
Mila kind of just almost unconsciously edges away further from Fim.
It seems you have your siblings' time for dramatic timing.
I suppose you could say that.
I always wondered, are you quantum based or are you hyperspace?
I am.
Of course. If you've talked to Liar any times recently, or however you perceive time, you probably know that we're actually on good terms.
Oh no, you know, liar. Whatever am I gonna do? He waves his hand dramatically.
I mean, if I wanted to threaten you, I wouldn't use liar. Jesus.
And if I wouldn't want to threaten you, well, I would just demonstrate. And he just glances at Mila, and Mila, as she's backing up, suddenly finds her feet missing, and she just falls backward.
He screams hysterically. Is it like just like they disappeared and there's no pain, and so it's just that, or is it
They're
like
just gone, yeah.
Okay, but still, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's frightening.
Oh, geez, yeah. She has trauma feet now.
Can you?
Yeah,
put
that's
her
probably
feet-
a stand step hand to disruptor. Like the instincts just,
Careful, Centurion.
Fim, give her feet back.
I don't answer to Starfleet. And this, right now, is here because I let it be here. And they are unfortunate enough to be near me. I would do something to you, but you're a bit far away for me. But don't worry, I'll be sure to check in on... You know what? I should check in on your former executive officer who your Centurion gladly abandoned to her death. He vanishes.
Well, that guy's just a bundle of fucking joy.
My feet! He took my feet!
Fitness medicine difficulty 2, Mila. Let's see if you stay conscious, because you're probably about to go into shock.
Difficulty 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna roll it straight. She's not thinking.
I'll assist you. Like, try to calm me down by
Presence medicine.
Yeah. Well, I'll just turn it into a crit.
Well, there you go.
Then we gained a momentum.
Gain momentum as Mila starts hyperventilating for a bit, understandably, and then Pen's able to kind of talk her through it and help her kind of, like, you can't give her a 30-second lesson in mental fortitude, but you can kind of walk her out of the panic a little bit. I mean, she's still probably feeling terrible right now, but she doesn't pass out.
Yeah,
It's going to be fine. You'll either get your feet back or we'll get you brand new replacements. You'll be perfectly fine.
Okay. Yes, sir. Centurion, can you help me back to my chair?
I think you would end up being in the med bay.
It's not painful, sir. It's like a long ago amputation. It's unsettling. But I'll be damned if I'll let that son of a bitch be off my duty station just because he decided to torture me for a whim. There's got to be some sort of council or something among his people. Pull his chain tight.
That is what I am hoping. You'll help her to the chair, yeah.
Centurion,
Captain.
I'm going to try and figure out a way to contact Liar. Hopefully when we get in touch next, I'll have some form of an answer for you.
What standing orders do we have here, sir? The anomaly is gone, and what crew we were here to retrieve are elsewhere. The 8 billion life forms that were pre-warp and already, I don't think tainted is the right word, but that's the only one that comes to mind right now, are apparently relocated to a different world. If you're curious as to what choice I made in that call.
Understood. Like I said, you're the one on ground leading. Whether I agree or not's a different matter. For now, stay in the area. See if you can try and figure a way to reach out to the captain. However that happened, or the commander. However that will happen. But yeah.
Understood, Captain.
And I'll cut comms.
Lieutenant Commander Haifa, How are you going about your self-diagnostic if you indeed go through with it?
Uh, I'll uh, I'll write up a program to uh do a comparison between the code I have now and like backups or like last known samples, and then I'll have an ensign stand in front of the screen and say like, hey, when this finished running, if it outputs a 0, I'm good. If it outputs a 1, I'm bad. There's your job.
Yeah, and you are the chief engineer of the boat, I believe.
Yep.
So that's an easy thing to do. Insight engineering, difficulty 2, assisted by computers engineering. I'm presuming an advantage of a certain you know your crew well enough that you'd be able to grab an ensign who you knew would be suitable for helping you out. That wouldn't be who would at least be useful if something did pop up.
Okay. So yeah, you've already figured that in.
Yeah.
Just double checking. I can't remember if the rule about being in engineering, reducing the diff of engineering task, only applied to the
Oh no,
ones.
it's engineering stuff. Yep. So if you go down to main engineering, you can do it in one of those side workshops down there.
Yeah.
Side workshops? How big is your engine? I mean, it doesn't matter, but like mechanically, you can do it whenever you want. But it's not huge. But you're probably doing it somewhere because it's only engineering too. So there's like probably your office or like somewhere else, somewhere that's not busy on the engineering floor.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't even need to be in a space at all, right? I can just because I only need to be like a hologram to deal with other people, but I'm also a program. So I imagine if I don't need to interact with people, I can just go not have a physical form for a little while.
Yeah, your ensign's probably just standing at some console somewhere. It's like it's not being used for anything. All right, look at this console. Tell me this or tell me that. It's like okay, that's easy enough.
All right, computers.
Yep.
Those are not complicated.
They are not, thankfully.
Well, I guess it's a failure.
The result comes back inconclusive. And the ensign does alerts you like, yeah, no, that's something's changed, Lieutenant Commander, but the computer isn't precisely sure what the global effect is across the program. But nothing foundational has collapsed or corrupted. Your personality subroutines are the same. Your formation, shape-changing formations the same. But it's lots of little things, subtle things. But I'm not sure what it all adds up to. Neither does the computer.
Probably just didn't correctly account for new memories and experiences. It's nothing. And I'll count that as good.
The ensign nods at you. Anything else you need me for, Lieutenant Commander?
Not at this time.
Ma'am?
I'll, I guess return to the bridge.
Iva returns to the bridge.
Lieutenant Commander.
Centurion, anything we need to get working on?
We need to determine the last location of the probe we had sent out, and we'll head to that position, and from there attempt to see if we can't find any signs of where this shuttle might have gone. It's gotta be something to follow. I don't care how powerful you are, nothing vanishes without a trace.
How powerful who is?
This Fim being.
Oh, that's a good idea. GM, if I go around and scan the places I know this FIM to have been, are there any exotic particles hanging out that shouldn't normally be here?
Reason engineering, difficulty of 3, assisted by sensors engineering.
I will give you 1 and spend 2 blue.
2 blue. I'll take, you can have the 2 momentum. They're green, but I suppose they're blue in other languages. Think about it.
They're blue in Fallout.
That's a different language.
That's the language of war. War never changing. What's the ship? Your captain of the ship is a BRB at the moment.
I'll get it.
Will you? Will you really? Or will you sabotage it?
It was sensors engineer. Oh, someone is clicking buttons. There we go. I've got it. Never mind. And that's what, 2 at the moment then?
Yep.
It does seem some exotic particles are left where in the 2 places he was, yeah.
Because yeah, Ralph would point out that no, he was standing right there next to the chair, so you can, if he catches what you're doing.
Do these exotic particles last for? Do any of them last for significant periods of time? Like at least days or weeks?
They are acting anomalous, so it's hard to say without long-term observation.
Do the dispersal in the 2 places seem to be consistent?
More or less, yeah.
All right.
Give me insight engineering difficulty of 3. As you notice, as you're at an engineering console, you notice some sort of warning, something anomalous is happening with the energy systems in the sensor array, and it kind of catches your eye. It may be nothing, but you kind of give it a look to see what is it. Like you're seeing it in passing.
Okay. Say that roll again.
Insight engineering difficulty of 3.
Is this just telling from the sensor data, or is this actually like
Your console
Like,
is warning you of
working the
something
console
else.
over?
Something's happening in the engineering, like one of the safety systems is giving some readings that may be concerning, but it might be nothing. It's not related.
Okay.
It's unrelated to it's your scan, but it seems like something happened after your scan was over.
Okay. I guess I'm wondering if this is like computers, like I'm trying to find the issue with this computer, or if it's I'm trying to understand the sensor data.
I'd say computers more than sensor data. Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you 3 then.
Donk. Generate 2. You notice that it looks like the
Oh wait, I had 2 that we didn't get. Can I give you 2 of those back? Because I didn't. Oh, we did get them. I'm sorry, I had my sheet in the way of the thing. Never mind, I get
So
it.
we just gained 3 question mark?
No, we just gained 2.
2, sorry. Yep.
Never mind though. I'll just. I'm not used to the momentum being that far over on the bottom of the screen.
I apologize.
Could you add an A to the front of your totally not Telshar? Because I think. Oh no, it's not. It's not alphabetic.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So, you find that someone was doing a level 3 diagnostic on a sensor system, one of the other decks, and that interacted with your scan in a very odd way, and you notice there's now a slowly building feedback loop that's about to short out the sensors if you don't do something. Like, this person wasn't trying to sabotage or anything. They just screwed up. They did something while you were doing something. I didn't realize it was going to interact in a weird way.
All right. What is the task to prevent this?
It would be control plus engineering difficulty of 3. Assisted by, funny enough, computers plus engineering.
All right. Gonna hit you with some traits that aren't mine but are the ship's.
Okay.
Meticulously maintained.
Diff 2.
Well-drilled crew. This other guy down there, all I gotta do is call him up and he knows how to help me.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a green 2 protocol. Oh, whoops. Okay, 1 second.
That as in, stop what you're doing, you're about to kill us.
Yeah, you're about to fry something. Please stop whatever it is. Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll spend a green.
Denied.
Computers or Starfleet protocol?
Not protocols. This is something that happens sometimes on ships.
Nope.
1 generated 2. Sorry, math was wrong. Generate 3.
3.
Yeah, you're able to arrest the short, and the officer in question is, by protocol, is going to have to take a lesson in filling out worker forms, so the bridge doesn't get surprised like that. Like, they just didn't submit a certain form to let you know that a certain subsection was doing something. It's like, I mean, the worst that was going to happen was going to short the sensors on the short term. It would have been annoying, not crippling, but in battle, that would have been super bad. So they're going to get a nice long lecture at minimum.
I am suspicious because as soon as I start using the sensors for something useful related to this dude, something happens with the sensors. But
Though he's very certain he submitted one. He's very confused that this happened, but he must have screwed up. He just assumes it's his screw up. There's no way you did it while he was doing something.
My thought is to use the sensor array to scan for similar distributions of exotic particles.
Mm-hmm.
So we might get a local map of where he's jumping in and out of.
Reason plus science difficulty.
Difficulty silence is always something.
I mean, might it be a difficulty that requires a scientific method or an extended task?
No. It's hyperspace is known. It's just a matter of me figuring out how I
Okay.
want to rule it. It's a static or an opposed. Wondering how much he can control his visibility. Oh, I can win it in
Well,
depth.
that would require him to know what we're doing, right?
Okay, that's what I'll do. Reason science 6, assisted by sensor science. Part of the increased difficulty is the fact that you're within a very dense nebula that's been stirred around a lot. So the previous meteorological data that Milla did to thin out the nebula negative is now moot because everything's changed now.
Yeah. Definitely, Ensign Mila, if you could get on that, that is definitely a direct. And potentially Haifa can assist as well. So that
Does Mila have determination?
Yeah.
Mila has a value, so yes.
Safety first is her value.
Walk me through it. How does it apply in this test?
Yeah. What exactly is she trying to do?
So
Sorry, I was half distracted by a cat.
That's fair.
2 places we know this. I think we've already used up our swear for today, so insert your favorite swear here, dude. Have similar patterns of exotic particles.
Right.
So we want to build a sensor analysis around that distribution of exotic particles, and then do a sweep and find places that he is jumping in and out of.
Okay. That sounds like a plan, but my wife just got home from a trip, so I've got to go get smooches, and then I'll do that.
Well, this is a good time as any to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I could try it.
Okay.
As Haifa?
No, I will be right back. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Right.
I have a science of 3.
I mean, he's got his
Determination.
priorities in the right place.
It's true.
He does. Like, you can't criticize that.
I was just going to buy time by switching to another scene, but all right.
He's going to be fast. He's got his priorities right, but he's got them quick, too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's medication for that.
So...
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
I mean, it was quick smooches, not in-depth smooches.
I don't know if our directives changed when the captain was just there, or, the station captain, but no.
New ones need to be submitted. There's only one so far.
Tragic.
Okay, so safety first. This guy just took my feet, literally took my feet out from under me. So knowing where he's coming from and being able to maybe detect him popping in and out would make things a lot safer, don't you think?
I would agree, yep.
Okay, so she'll spend her determination on safety first. And
That's
then...
too many momentum.
No,
he
that's potentially for Thralic to actually grab back.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if he buys all the dice, you're still going to have 1 left.
Yeah, that was for...
How many momentum do we have?
6.
Oh, we have 6 on the table.
You're running away from me.
So take 4 momentum and 1 threat for daring science.
Certainly.
Hmm.
Are we allowed?
Meteorology.
Sorry.
Say again.
Meteorology.
At comp increase.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. I could also, I don't know if you this is a long shot, but what about oceanography?
No.
Okay. So comp increase. She's got auto crit, rolling max,
On the plus side, she
I'll
doesn't have 2
reroll.
left feet anymore.
0. Oh, boo. 8, 9.
You can get Throlix assist now because you were directed.
Not Throlix.
Rylovs.
Huh.
We don't even sound the same.
I don't know.
We both have pointy
That's-
bits.
I'm beyond explaining it now. It is just a thing that confuses me every single time.
In Winchester's mind, all aliens are alike. You're either human or you're Xeno.
Yeah, Mila's pissed off, so she's rolling like hell tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 hits on a diff 6, so 4
Yep.
generated.
4.
Oh, and yes, Throlic, while you were gone, Mila's feet got stolen.
I
Yeah,
did
literally.
hear, yeah.
What, her feet?
Her feet.
Her feet.
Fim
The-
clearly has a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean feed with a D? As
No.
in, like,
No,
her
feet.
No.
As said, like her legs
actual-
now end at the ankle. Like they've just been amputated years ago.
Maybe
So-
you glad I'm late.
See,
So
I
she-
I was talking to him, but he decided to want to try and like big dick. So I was
Hey,
like,
yeah.
all right.
Hey, you're the
Yeah.
one that's soft threatened.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
So-
Tarantino.
So Mila had her screaming moment, but then she put her big girl panties on and refused to leave the bridge. Just had the Centurion help her back into her chair.
Having no feet is like reverse Quentin Tarantino. If he was
No, he
you
took
know,
'em.
She'd have more.
He took 'em.
Oh, for like personal use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're saying now.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
see why
we
else
don't
he'd
we
do
don't
it.
like him, so slander is like our best approach here.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I disapprove, but Serana, no foot gain has an extra member.
That's the hex he's
So
going
he's
to.
south. Yeah.
Directionality.
Oh,
We might
is
want
it
to warn.
in there or like? Is that as far as it goes? Oh, okay, it just goes on forever. He's just
Well, your sensors stop eventually. Because you
So
can't.
we'd have
You
to
can't
head that direction and keep following the trail, essentially.
okay. So, but that's that along that line is the only places he's really been recently.
well, that's the not his warp trail per se, but that's the line where the particles are. They're not being. You notice that they're not being swept with the weather pattern.
Okay.
You know, they're just kind of like they're just
So-
staying.
So is
we
it
just-
like there are multiple distinct sets, like he's been to multiple places, or it's just like a continuous dispersal?
Momentum for that.
Sure. Oh, sorry, that's not me. That's COVID.
Yeah, sure for that. But also, what I want to know is, can we tell, like, if that line has been moving steadily forward towards us, or is it moving away? I mean, in other words, is like,
That'd be a
Were we
second.
just-
That'd be a second spend. I think. I know
were
what
we
you mean.
just in his roadway? Yeah.
So it seems they're it's not one continuous line, it's more like distinct, like a handful of, because if you were standing in the room and looking where he was standing, there's nothing to see. The only way you can see that there's anything there is because of sensors, and even then it's very discreet. You have to know that you're looking for that. But you can see there's little, they do stand out against the backdrop of the Shackleton. And they're kind of, every so often there's a blip, and a little bit of a blip, and a little bit of a blip, and then it gets harder and harder, but you can kind of see the faint senses that are this way. They don't seem to continue up this way, though. They seem to stop where you guys are. Well, actually, you guys are actually further down. You're not there anymore. You're like here. So it goes that way. Well, it would stop here. It would stop after a certain while because it eventually hits this other nebula that's down here.
Okay, so it doesn't go past that.
It might, but your sensor fidelity isn't that good because you're talking multiple light years away.
Okay.
But we can start moving and essentially keep an eye on the trail as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can Pac-Man your way along. Yeah.
What about the directionality of the trail? Was that trail like heading towards us or going away from us?
It is. It does not betray any sort of directionality. It seems to be. It's similar. It's less like a. You're able to determine that it's less like a trail that a car would make or a boat would make. It's more like it's almost like someone's beaming in and out of each spot. So it's more of a beam in to these areas. If you were to equate it to something, so there's no directionality. It's you're there and then you're not.
Okay. Yeah, he's just like hopping along.
If there's no directionality, is there a time difference that you could equate to traveling from one point to the next?
I would hand back the momentum.
Location okay.
There's no way to know that.
It was worth asking, though. That's
Yep.
Are these specific exotic particles? Is there a type of field that we have, or that could be easily made that would disrupt their ability to coalesce?
Not on board the Da Vinci. There's some experimental stuff that might be being played with back at Utopia Planitia or elsewhere, or at the Daystrom Institute, but it's not something the Da Vinci would be able to make on its own. If it is a thing at all. But you don't know of one off the top of your head. But they're always working on brand new stuff all the time at Utopia Planitia, especially these days. Because they're working with really weird stuff now.
Yeah, we'll submit the idea for a cube to put hyperspace beings in.
But we could also just like jump to Utopia Planitia, talk to them, and then jump back.
That's a little bit far.
Not on this ship.
It actually is too far for the drive.
150 light years was like deep into Federation space.
It is, yeah, but it's not enough to get back to Earth.
I thought it was.
Don't think so.
God.
Earth's not. Earth's
each
pretty
square
close.
is 20.
Yeah.
150?
Yeah, it just gets us
okay. You're right. You're right.
like the neutral zone. So
you can get to Starbase 23 from where... Actually, you're like down here, but still.
It would take us, 48 hours. We'd have to jump 4 times instead of twice. But yeah, 48 hours, and we could be there and back.
No.
With those revelations swirling in mind, we cut away to elsewhere in existence.
cool.
Always assuming that we actually exist, of course.
Where...
As is the eternal question.
Oh, there they are. Whoop.
Is that a change in scene, GM?
Yes, it is. Welcome to the Mona Lisa.
It's a beautiful ship. With, I'm presuming shortly, such a horrific guest.
It is a beautiful ship, but also it's the only ship in our state of existence, so it's kind of winning that competition by default.
True.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an enigmatic shuttlecraft, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to discern like the vibe it's giving off.
Yeah.
Right.
So, GM.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You're spending. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll wait.
How many supports who lose parts of their bodies can I play tonight? Let's go.
You notice, since you're at the controls, along with Serena and the Romulan, you are able to discern that it looks like something about the shift into this place or maybe some latent damage from your escape. You're not sure precisely what's causing it quite yet, but at the moment, it looks like your life support systems are slowly beginning to fail. Those in Eva suits will be okay, but the various injured Romulans and Savix cast do not have suits on, and they will be finding it very cold and very hard to breathe in here if the life support system if the life support system isn't brought back. And those in Eva suits would only have up to a week to survive in their suits if the life support system completely dies.
Got it.
The Romulan gives it a look, and he gives you two a look. Like he understands what he's looking at. He's gonna look of, I'm not saying anything, but he's looking at you two to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I am just looking through who we have available to try and look at this issue.
I have a decent science. Can I take a crack at examining the life support systems?
Reason plus science. Difficulty of 2, assisted by computers plus science.
Hey, GM?
Yeah.
3 momentum, walking encyclopedia. I'm actually an expert on life support systems.
Yeah, fair enough. There was a
I
paper
know.
that you got to read once. It was pretty engaging. Had lots of pictures, holographics, interactive tests.
You know, all of these weird mammalian biologics are entering our realm. There's been lots of discussions about how best to modify our life support systems to benefit everyone. So, it's been on my mind a lot recently.
Usually the answer is flood it with water, and that solves most free information sphere problems.
Yeah, we have like the best aquarium filters in the business. Yeah.
Hashtag major export.
Okay. Reason science difficulty 2, focus yes. That's reason. Take a threat.
Certainly. The shuttle.
Yeah, I imagine
Did not have the shuttle sheet open.
I imagine Serana just like rips open some panels with a tool and just gelatinously squeezes into like a gap to manually feel around for the control or the life support engine system.
Looking about, you notice that some components of the life support system have been jostled out of place. It looked like some sort of damage must have happened to the shuttle. You're not sure when, but during all the escapades that happened recently, eventually it was hanging on, and then it just broke loose. So now it's partially broken, but it's not destroyed. It's just bits that are supposed to be connected to each other aren't. So things aren't filtering the way they're supposed to. Just a bit of bad luck.
Yeah, I'm going to report just that the filters have been damaged in the process, and can I make an estimate as to, the abstract difficulty it would be to repair them given the equipment available?
You are without engineering kit, I believe.
Yep.
Control plus engineering. Difficulty of 4.
You are in a type 7, so you can try to find one.
There might be one in
Yeah.
storage.
Yeah, like a tentacle emerges and says, hand me to engineering kit or we all die.
You want to give me a persuasion plus command, difficulty 1, to not panic your passengers? You have a lot of people
Sure.
stuffed in a tin can at the moment. That's a
Sure. I spin... Can I spin Upentari etiquette to play it off as if I'm just making a joke? For the focus.
I'm thinking. I wouldn't say so, no.
Okay. Have a threat then.
Certainly.
I'll let the comp stand because it's dramatically interesting.
Most of the Zavis cast kind of let it go. They just kind of they just go to helping me with what it is. The Romulans look at each other when you say that. They don't seem to panic, but there's some meaningful looks happening now. Lots of checking of belts and what tools they have.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no one
So
panicked, so hooray.
Is someone going to find me that engineering kit?
It requires an insight engineering task difficulty 2 to find one.
All right. Well, my inside engineering is 13.
I believe mine's the same. I can do it in just a second, because our security officer is definitely no better. He's got an engineering of 1.
Obik isn't either.
Yeah. So unless one of our guests has something amazing,
Mm-hmm.
one of us.
In that case, yeah, I'll just take a crack at it. It's a diff 1 or diff 2?
2.
2. God. Focus in life support systems on the grounds that this equipment would help me fix a life support system?
I'll give it to you on the basis that you're probably because with way instant engineering works, you can say with Type 7, you can go with this type of shuttle rather. You can say whatever tool it is you want within reason. It's like I tried to look for that. It's like, oh, you find it. So you're probably not just getting an engineering kit. You're looking for a life support repair kit. Like it's more specialized. Like you know what that looks like.
Yeah, I need a laser grid realignment device or whatever.
Yeah.
Inside engineering, I need an extra bypass filter. You should find it in okay. Focus. Big threat.
Certainly.
Oh.
Those aren't all comps, thankfully.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to hit the complication range 1, so I think it interpreted them all as comps.
Yeah.
So that's just... I was like, what a weird roll. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
I forgive you, but history will not. No. But you do find a kit. You do find the kit you're looking for.
All right. You said it was control engineering diff 4.
Now diff 3 because you have a kit.
Diff 3 because I have the kit. I have a focus. Frolic, would you like to assist, or would someone else like to assist, or direct me, perhaps?
I can absolutely direct you.
Alrighty. And by the way, if I try my communicator, my quantum entanglement communicator, am I in range of anything?
You dial a specific number is how quantum entanglement works. You can't broadcast with QEC, that's the problem. You need to know who exactly you're calling. But you might be, because quantum entanglement doesn't really care about distance terribly much.
It cares about quantum entanglement. Alright, as soon as I get the life support fixed, I will try that. Diff 3. Okay, GM. Here, let me spend on my new value. This is the one I picked up from the last arc. In the vast coldness of space, maintaining home and hearth is more important than ever. Maintaining home and hearth is pretty important here because otherwise we all die from, no airitis.
I'm pondering if this counts as home or hearth. That's where I'm hung up on.
I mean, That is a fair question, but I would like to point out that assuming we aren't able to get back, then this is, this has become my home.
I suppose so, yeah. Given the current circumstances, you're scarily right, and that kind of sinks in for Serena. It's like, we might be stuck in this thing for a while, so might want to make sure it doesn't kill everyone in it.
Mm-hmm. This might be the last bypass filter manifold I ever am able to install in my home. So then that value applies?
Yep, I'll take it.
All right, then take a threat.
Certainly.
There we go, that's 5 successes. Throlic, did you want to assist?
Yep, still assisting. I'll be assisting with team dynamics.
Yep.
That's my focus, Gio.
Yeah.
Great, there's an extra. And we'll also generate a float, so it's difficulty 3, so... go.
I believe you assisted.
All right, that is 6 successes.
Is it-
3, so 3 dice. Okay. Can I spend 2 on the advantage that I am able to fix this so well that I think, like, I've essentially modified it that it's not going to collapse in the near term, but like it will continue to operate beyond expected procedure on the basis of this has to operate for a long time before it truly stuck here.
Yeah, it's going to make retrofitting it a pain in the neck, but at the moment, you don't really care about that. You care that it works. You want it to last long, not easily be modular. So you're swapping out. You actually take the time to swap out some parts.
I imagine there's just like a whole host of missing panels as she's ripped things out and modified it to where like the oxygen content is actually slightly lower than it was beforehand, but it should now operate for, an additional 6 months before needing routine maintenance.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 2 for that.
All right. Well, I don't think your Federation standards would approve, but this is the best we're going to have to do for now. Now let's see if we can communicate to get someone to know about our existence. And I want to try to reach out to the Quantum Entanglement Band of... Does anyone on the on the Da Vinci have a QEC? I don't think so.
No, it's an FAS only thing.
Actually, I did say way back when we were first going out on this mission that I was sending Steel Fleet officers to act as like shadow observers to Starfleet to see how they do things. Are any of those officers still on board?
You know what? For 2 momentum, I'll say there is. Yeah, that seems like a
Got 1
neat advantage to
momentum.
have.
We have 2.
We gained 3 and then spent 2, right?
We gained 3 plus a bonus momentum because of one of my talents.
In that case, I will spend 2, and I will say, yes, my assistant, my personal assistant, Thason, is on board, and I will reach out to them.
You start tuning your quantum entanglement communicator, and you find that you actually have to tune for some sort of interference, which I will tell you that's not a thing that generally happens with QAC. That's kind of one of its great advantages, is it doesn't care because quantum entanglement, but something is interfering with it, but you think you can account for it. Control engineering difficulty of 2.
Yep, I'm grabbing what remains of the what like spare parts remain from the modifications to the airflow system, and I'm going to use them to help modify my thing. Control engineering, you say diff 2?
Yep.
this is a stretch, but Shackleton Affairs on the grounds of this is a Shackleton approach to communication?
A comp increase.
All right. Could I spin you on Steel Fleet Officer as a trait to lower the difficulty? On the
Yes,
grounds of,
because you would have
like-
been trained on how to account for this sort of thing.
All right, then take a threat.
Certainly.
Starfleet doesn't have to deal with these kinds of problems.
We generate 2. Who is this on the tertiary channel? Identify yourself.
Hey, son, it's me, your boss.
Oh.
Are you still on the Da Vinci?
Yes, Lieutenant Captain.
I need you to patch me through to whoever is sitting on the bridge in command.
Sure, one moment. Just have to get up there. Or, wait, they have communicators. 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, I just need to patch up to the bridge. Could you... That? Alright. 1 second. That's... Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing it for me. Here you go. And the scene ends as you make contact with the Da Vinci. Meanwhile, somewhere out in space. Oops, wrong button. This one. There we go. Whee! Kovac's not there anymore. Pend is here, sitting at the station operations. At current, the strike team has gotten onto the planet, and Kovac has assembled the planetary harmonizers to kind of set up a ground perimeter in case they just try to dart off into the jungle. Last that was heard, they went into an underwater cavern. There hasn't been contact with them yet, but it's expected that they shouldn't be in there terribly long. They should be able to make contact again within an hour, maybe 4 at most. So it's a lot of waiting. There's the people watching. There's some people on ops are like watching what they're doing. Meanwhile, the rest of the ops is like watching various other stuff going on. Which, by the way, could someone roll for the station? 2 dice. Sensors computers. God almighty. Sensors science.
Yeah, I've got the sheet open.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, look, guess who just showed up?
Oh. Hooray, I get 3 more. Thank you.
Well, there
Are
went
you
what's
on
her
the
face's
Da
rolling
Vinci
streak.
And don't worry, Ven, you're in medbay getting treatment. So that's where I last put you.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I figured. I figured that'd be a good way to write me out for however long, if I even showed up.
Captain, says someone at sensors.
Yep, go ahead.
We have an echo, a delayed echo at that.
Ven.
That's from you, Ben.
So, well, it's odd, sir. It seems to be a old form type, a modified Starfleet vessel, small craft. It's just in dock right now, and security, the harmonizers and dock security are wondering what to do with the person who managed to get on station without ground clearance or sky clearance. The terms of the station. Tap 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 tap.
Invite him to name pending.
Oh, to your bar.
Yes.
Yep. Under escort, sir.
Nope. I'll meet him down there.
sir?
I have an idea who it is. The escort's not going to help or hinder, so don't worry about it.
Aye, sir.
But yeah, I'll head down to name pending. Yes, you were echoing.
You currently are not. Yes.
And I need... Email name pending. Christmas edition. 1 second, I'll do the color combination better. Penned. You walk inside and find a person kind of looking around inside your restaurant, your bar and restaurant space, and which I believe, because it's happening like pretty much the longest day in your it's just been one long day pretty much. Busy. So you're even starting to feel a little tired just because you've been active for a while. But yeah, you find this humanoid just kind of in what appears to be a sort of fur-lined jacket, like a bomber jacket sort of thing. A sort of brownish colored top, worn pants, sturdy boots. They do have some sort of pistol at their side. It's hard. It doesn't look like any phaser or disruptor you've seen before. And they seem to have and when they turn to look at you, you notice this person has their hair, light colored hair, tied up into a tight bun on their head, and they across their eyes there seems to be a curved bit of some sort of material. Looks like sunglasses, but you don't see frames or anything. But it's probably some sort of display glass or heads-up display or something like that.
Yeah,
looks humanoid for anything else, but who knows what that means. Waves.
Yeah, I'll go over and sit the next one.
Taps the side of their face. You are station commander? Yes?
I am Captain Pent.
You see that there's lines scrolling across their eyes. They tap the side of their glass again.
And who might you be, if you don't mind me asking?
You can refer to me as Serpentia.
Serpentia.
And for a brief second, your translator quickly translates that as wisdom. But you know she's saying she actually is using like Earth language. She's using one of the Earth languages.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Lyre and Zim.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
Hold on. She taps the cyberglass. 1 second, hold on. Oh. I know of them. Why do you bring them up?
Well, I've met Lyre in the past, and what was it? Fim is currently being a nuisance.
Okay. That sounds unfortunate.
No, so how can I help you?
Apparently I'm not familiar with the new protocols. Apparently they changed. So, protocols, procedures, docking permits, bureaucracy.
Okay.
Am I in trouble? Do I have to pay a No. Fine.
You don't have to pay a fine if you didn't know
good.
the procedures.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a pad somewhere, and I'll bring up the updated procedures and hand it to them.
Okay. They did show me this, but I'd rather my ship wasn't searched. So can I just, I won't take anything off. I'll just leave it there, and I can just do my business here on station.
I don't see any issues with that. The only thing I would ask is, don't commit any crime, or don't harm anyone, and don't steal if possible, please.
I mean, I won't start it.
You do have the right to self-defense.
Oh, that's good. Oh, there's a lot in here.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, right. This looks... She starts, like, scrolling quickly. You're not sure if she's reading really fast or she's skimming. It's hard to tell. Alright, alright, I'll start filling this out then, I guess. Alright. Right.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you have any way to contact Lyra?
Well... Sorta? More like... I can find him? I can go get him? Well, no. Translation's wrong. Sorry. The glasses. It's not used to your language. Hold on. Taps at it again. Track. Hunt. Not hunt. Track. I can track him down.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Finn seems to be holding members of my staff hostage and I'm trying to resolve it.
Oh. That's,
Apparently they broke a law.
What? What law did you break? Or did your people break?
Unknown. He didn't explain, and he's having fun taking random body parts.
Well, that's Badger, all right. Yeah, whatever Badger's told you, he made it up most likely. He's just torturing your people, and he's probably gonna kill anyone who makes him not have fun. So I wouldn't call him out on his lie. He doesn't like that. But you can just shoot him. I mean, he won't die, but you'll knock him out, and you might be able to do something before he wakes up. So that's what I would do. But I'd be quick, because he takes things like that very personally, apparently. So
Does he enjoy, instead of calling him out on a lie, would he enjoy if I tried to use made up legal jargon against him?
He'll probably play along with you. But he's the sort of guy who cheats at solitaire. Cheats at
Yeah, games.
Yes. Ooh, I'm glad you know what that is.
Yeah, solitaire card game. I understand. Yes.
Good. I've had to explain it a few times. It's very irritating. My fault. I should learn more games.
It's a good game.
I mean,
It's simple. Yeah. Well, apart from shooting him, is there anything else you would suggest?
if you don't plan on fighting him, don't draw his attention, because you can't really kill him. You can't really hold him forever. If he's awake, he can do something. And really it takes, I don't know, for me, I have to shoot him like several times, and then he stops moving. But he doesn't vaporize is the problem. Like, he doesn't just stay down. He'll wake up somewhere else, and then he'll be very ticked and start ripping things apart in rage. So that's never fun. But, other than that, do stuff while he's not looking. Because as strong as he is, he's very arrogant. So he kind of assumes he has if he has the upper hand, he'll presume he has it all the time. That said, if there's anyone who can truly scare him off, Liar would. He's scared of Liar, because he can't hurt Liar. He can certainly hurt me, so don't get me involved. I really don't want to deal with him again.
I have no intentions of
good. That's great.
harming anyone.
Well, I mean...
How good is he at reading bluffs?
Very good. But not... He'll pretend at, all-knowingness, but he doesn't actually have it. He just pretends he has it, and most people believe him, because he knows...
He uses his uniqueness from being from a different plane of existence to overlord the fact that he knows all.
Well, he can see into you. If you're near him, he will... It's like he sees into your brain. But if you're very far away, he doesn't necessarily... He can still see it, just not very well. So the further away you make your lie, the less he can detect that you're lying to him. The only one who could truly lie to him is Liar, which is why he can't stand him, because he never knows what he's thinking.
Interesting. Well, you've just given me an idea to play with.
Okay. Do I get paid for this information, or is this like an exchange thing for me not having to report anything? Is this like a equal exchange sort of thing?
Yeah, we'll call it equal exchange, because
Okay.
usually you'd have to have people inspect your vessel. But we'll ignore that.
Oh, I appreciate it. So the rule you said was no vaporizations. No, you said no killing. No killing.
You're allowed to defend yourself, but preferably don't kill people.
Defend myself. Takes out a pad and starts... Actually, you think it's a pad, but you notice that she opens it up, and honest-to-God pages are in front of her, and she's scribbling in it. Defend self. Okay. Underline. Got it. Anything else I can do for you? Any jobs you might have, maybe? That'd be, I could always use work. That aren't fighting him. I'll say no to any job dealing with him. I don't want to.
Oh, no,
unless you're really rich, then maybe, but
I'm not very rich, unfortunately. We live in a non-scarcity society, so we don't have a lot of money.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Okay.
if you're going to be on the station for a while,
Mm-hmm.
Here's my contact details if you need anything. And if you have a list of jobs that you're skilled at, I can see if we have something that would fit
Oh,
your
you're not
talents.
hitting on me, are you?
No, I have a fiance.
This is your work number. I'm sorry. Translator.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to imply that. Just
I know, it's fine. Don't
good.
worry.
That's okay. Good. That wasn't embarrassing at all. Great.
But yes, if you send me essentially what would be a CV or things that you're skilled at, I can see what we have available.
Okay. Do you have like a form I need to fill out, or?
No,
You seem to like forms in this place.
No. As long as I know what you're good at, I can then look around to see if there's something for you. Or you can go around the station yourself and inquire.
So is there like a bounty board or like a hiring station or like who do I talk to? I used to deal with the jelly. Looks around the jellyfish.
Yeah.
Harmonizer. That's the word. I used to deal with them to do stuff for them, but apparently things changed. So that was an unpleasant realization. Do I just go there to the Harmonizer office again, or?
You can, or you
Okay.
can go around like the different markets and inquire if they need anything. It's open space.
Okay, well that's very helpful. Thank you. So am I free? Am I free to go? Am I being detained or?
Nope, you're not being detained. I hope you have a lovely stay at the station.
Thank you. Bye. And she gets up and leaves rapidly.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading back to the commander station and calling Rylov.
Meanwhile, elsewhere on a planet down below, deep underwater, death becomes you. I mean, where are you? Is it this one? It is this one. Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Kovic strike team. You're underwater in a tunnel. You notice there's the way you came from, and there is a pathway that seems to go further on, and there's a pathway that goes up.
Okie dokie.
I'm just a doctor. I don't have any tactical skill, but I recommend we split the party into 2 groups. That way we can best flank the target.
Perhaps, Doctor, you could use your medical scanner to scan for Orion life signs. That might give us a clue as to which way to go, assuming we're in range.
I will give that my best attempt.
Reason medicine difficulty 2.
Oh, they were activated last time, but I don't know. That was
Hey, I didn't advance them because you weren't here and you've been playing them.
okay. GM, would it be cool if I gave them cautious medicine now?
Sure,
Because
that's
of
reasonable.
that?
That is reasonable.
Cautious medicine.
You have no momentum now.
10, 17, 23. Okay. Guys, let me write that down. Okay. Now I would like to, and that stress is gone because it's a new session. Reason Med Diff 2. Focus in xenobiology. I'm good at identifying the life signs of, filthy xenos.
And GM, we
So we can
made a
best,
point.
kill and capture them, of course.
We made a point of making sure we had Jaishu's biometric data. Would that count as an advantage in this sitch?
It would. It dropped at the diff 1. And that
doesn't-
focus would apply, yes.
Yeah, she also has a different quantum frequency.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, she does.
She's fancy.
All right, tell her I has a copy of that. She just happens to have a copy of most people's files and data. For reasons.
Which is not disturbing at all. We're not going to worry about it.
Oh, we're worried about it.
Are you Kovic? Kovic, who lives here?
gain 1 momentum. So I believe this is Dr. Callis.
Hi.
Hi. You detect that your heart has grown 2 sizes this holiday season.
It's 3 sizes. We actually got 2 momentum because it reduced to 1.
It's called cheating. Shut up. No.
Okay. I get we're being blatant with it. Got it. I respect it.
I know I have her thing in here somewhere. Where is she? There she is. Boop. Huh? Get over there. There she is.
That's like. Hold on. Sir, I'm detecting a Jaishu at approximately 2 o'clock, and she points with her thing, her appendage, that way. I recommend we therefore travel this way.
I've detected a wild Jaishu.
Is she above us?
Yeah, GM, is she on the same level as us? Like,
If you're going up on the
same
map,
access?
you're going up on the in depth.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh, so this
Sounds
is
good.
like a horizontal slice
Oh, it's like an ant
or a
hill.
vertical slice.
But Callus is not going first. Callus has like the
Sure.
beeping radar device, and
Yeah.
she is staying in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. Now, why don't you take the rear? I think that's a good place for you. So yeah,
There's
Kovic
definitely
will,
nothing coming from behind you.
No,
will
nothing.
start cautiously moving north.
Give me reason security as you're starting to swim up this this upward slice tunnel up into the facility.
All right. What's my diff?
Opposed.
Okay. Observation.
Yep. Buying a full mitt.
Benefit.
I didn't mean to do that. I did not I'm revealing bare rock out of nowhere, so let's just hide that again, shall we? There we go.
Quick survey. Is there anything or anyone lurking in front of me?
On tick.
That's what?
One tick. 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
One amount of time.
Yeah. Basically, it's a free information spend.
At start of scene, so it'd be something that would have happened before you started descending on
fair
the map.
enough. Fair enough. Okay. You bought a full mitt, so I will do the same. So unfortunately, it takes 6 threat.
Yep.
And I've obviously wasted all of my good rolls on Mila.
You get.
See if I can have anything I can do with that.
Pray. They might get lower than you still.
It's true. Okay. Does the security team advantage come in here too?
Yes, if you bring them up with you, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 3 hits. I guess I will spend an advantage towards determination towards the mission to rescue Jaishu.
Mm-hmm.
So directive spend, and I will re-roll 3.
That's what I'm hearing.
There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the security team.
One, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 4 hits?
Complication.
Is that correct? Yeah, there's no way 20 hits. There's no way to do it. And do you have a reason to re-roll that, guys? Not really. That's not what you do. So, no. Forward to the complication. You got how many again? Sorry?
6.
6, so gain 2. You recognize that there are various proximity traps in the upward tunnel. So not at the very bottom where you are, but you're able to kind of detect them from a safe distance. So they're kind of in. If I can draw it in, that'd be great. Drawing tool, please. Thank you. In these areas.
right. Engineers to the front.
We
Say
have an
include me or not me,
engineer.
because I can do things. I've done the reading on engineering.
Right.
It's just-
I think you're the
that's
closest
exactly-
thing we have to an engineer.
Okay, well, I mean, it gets me further away from horrible tentacle monster, so I'll take it. I just don't have momentum to do the thing, but so I'll just use threat. But hey, actually, we should have momentum right now, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think we should. Yeah, I was completely spaced out.
Gain 2.
2.
Cool. So go ahead and spend some momentum. We have it.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah, what difficulties am I just Oh, okay. Reason of security opposed.
Yep.
Ha! Well, I mean, that's not what I came here for whatsoever, Kovic. I have been tricked and deceived.
I'm sorry, I figured it'd be engineering to like spoof him or disarm him. So
Tricked and deceived, even.
Security to disarm like ordnance and stuff, like mines.
That
and
makes
stuff
sense,
like that.
yeah. Well,
Well-
either way, she's done the reading on that too, on ordnance disposal, for a momentum, that is. So, I mean, this is a science roll.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Full mint.
Which also grants me a focus.
hmm
That said, this is to do with explosives and is active thing like that. I feel like the value of survival has always been about being at least one step ahead. Might be yeah, it's strangely applicable. And I'll give you 5.
Certainly.
And this isn't something we're trying to do while remaining undetected. Well, we're trying to remain undetected, right? But that's not the main thing here, the main issue.
well, we want to remain undetected. I mean, the goal is to get Joshu and get out without having to fight 29 augments.
Okay, actually, so this would only come into play if they tried to detect that the mines were disabled or something like that. I can make that harder. But I imagine this is before then, so...
Yeah.
8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits.
Oh, that was too close. I didn't like that.
As there's like
Yeah.
traps within traps within traps within traps. Like it's there's a few moments where there's even a moment where you disarm it and you're about to turn around and say you got it, and then you have this inkling of no, wait a minute. Checks again. There's a second timer that was not visible, that was mechanical and without a display. That's annoying as hell.
So we generate 1 off that?
Yes.
And roll for me your science plus 2
Incredible.
in challenge dice. See how many mines you disarm in one go.
Oh, science plus 2. 7. Make sure you actually entered properly.
Yeah, there's only 4, so you're fine.
Yeah, and there's nothing remotely that they'll be able to check in terms of are these still active or disabled or not, is there?
They'd have to come down here and check manually.
Okay, they'd have to physically come down here.
Hurley
what-
sees
what do we do
a
with that?
familiar creature looming behind you.
See, I'm glad I'm not there now. It's a you problem, it's not a me problem.
He's got a vocoder.
Were there whale noises?
What the tempted whale?
It was just like
Yeah.
some dull screaming.
Look, the human vocal tract is not.
I'm not making fun of you, that's
It's
just
not
funny.
as well advanced as the cetacean vocal tract.
Exactly.
Really, we should all aspire to sound more like them.
True.
I'm good.
And we could be
thanks.
heard across the planet without
We
having
need
to.
learn to speak whale.
Yeah.
Hey, the elective at the academy, it's very entertaining. You've never heard Shakespeare till you've heard it in whale.
I'm actually reading the first 3 books of the Uplift series by David Brin currently.
Nerd.
They don't hold up all that well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Uh,
But yeah, what does Hurley do upon seeing this creature beginning to that you guys had shot multiple times, and now it's up and around and slowly coming after you? Not moving super fast. It seems to be trying to be quiet, but you guys were. It's now that you know it's here. It's kind of hard for it not to be, especially for Hurley. Hurley can sense it right behind them. So, what's Hurley doing with the telling everyone, if anything?
who's playing Hurley? Okay, cool.
Whoever-
I guess it's Bent.
Was it me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I was playing Saral last time.
Yeah. So, and? Are you saying anything?
Yeah, I'll just quietly harmonics that we're in trouble, like.
Dude, you have a vocoder.
Yeah, they're,
They can talk. They're translated. They can talk to people.
as funny as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, oh, the creature's coming.
Fred's
What?
back.
And then Sorrel and
Oh.
Rudolon, hearing that, are able to look there. Oh, yeah, there it is.
All right, shoot to kill.
And we're in combat.
I believe you already tried that. It didn't work.
No, nobody was shooting for lethal. So when the scene changed, it regained all of its stress.
Yeah.
We never thought to call lethal attack.
Wait, roll music. I forgot what
Don't
this
the
was.
don't your
Oh.
guns automatically go lethal?
No. Remember, STA,
Oh, okay.
nothing's lethal. Unless you make it
Yeah.
lethal.
Unless it has lethal.
Just
then it's just
because
not-
you no longer have a kneecap doesn't mean you're dead.
It's the far future. We can
This is
save you.
true.
We
Yeah.
have the science. We have the technology.
It's like you shot him with a giant slug round, but yes, I can save him.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm just going to be disappointed with you the entire time.
This mass driver has chewed through like all of the muscle in this shoulder. There's no shoulder left. We can
But anyway,
fix you.
Well, I'm
Who's,
going to
shoot-
distantly see Hurley get eaten, so.
so who's shooting first? Because you guys are starting it.
Possibly Kobe.
Okay, Finn, do you still have the security officer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I'll go
now's the
for it.
time to shoot things.
Yes. I feel like I did this last time.
You
You
did.
did.
Combat is just applied physics for a value.
Yeah.
Spending 2. Oh wait, no. 2 threat, because bold security.
Okay. Firing for lethal.
Um, yes, I will fire for lethal.
Gain a threat for that.
For me. Yeah, and it's melee for my defensive training. Okay. And I still had I would have still had my phaser out from before, I think.
Yeah, you guys were doing on a raid, so you probably and you could reasonably swim, especially in an Eva suit, be swimming in one hand or diving suit, kind of swim with a thing in your hand.
And you've got a rifle, so
Yep. I'm getting up to here.
Yep.
And then shooting. I do not have a focus on this though. Unfortunate. Control security. That's 3 hits.
Difficulty is 2, so you gain 1.
And that's with the Type 3 phaser. Zort.
You fire into it, and you notice that its long tendrils kind of splay away from you, and you only just barely graze one of the legs.
Oh, right. The thing has insane
How much
resistance.
damage is that?
Yeah.
How much damage is that? You do 1.
Oh, you didn't charge for
I'm gonna
piercing, did you?
spend- Oh, so I got 5 hits because I spent determination. So how much momentum are we at?
Oh, sorry, you should have gained 3, yeah.
Yeah, gain us 2 more.
I'm
So we're at
spending
5.
2 more to buy piercing.
So you, instead of doing 1, you do 3.
Wait, what? Isn't it 1 momentum for 2 piercing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I heard 1, so I was confused. So not 3, but 5.
I'm putting both of the.
Yeah, you fire. You manage to as you fire through, you just kind of hold the contact button on the phaser, and you just sweep the phaser through the water. And you hit more of it, and it writhes, but it seems you're not. It's moving its central part away from the shot, so you aren't really getting a clear injurious hit on it. You did more damage, though. You did do 5. 5 is not enough for an injury.
Oh no! It's like that, is it? Okay.
Yeah. No. It's fungi. You seem to have forgotten all the fungi.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Do you want to swift? Do you want us to keep?
Leave me to it.
Up to you guys.
What's your turn?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, sure, why not? I am going to spend 2 momentum
Okay.
and then 1 and 2 threat. 1 momentum, 2 threat to buy 4 dice.
I assume you're
Yeah.
swifting with that?
Yes, I'm swifting with that.
Yep.
Cool.
You want to buy a miner to aim?
I mean, technically, the first miner wasn't used.
I have.
They moved.
Oh, moved. Okay.
Oh no, you're in the same range band. You didn't change range bands at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh.
charge piercing.
Yeah, I should charge piercing.
Yeah, sure, I'll aim.
Okay.
Oh, charge.
Never
piercing,
mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what's happened?
Correct.
Sorry.
That is the correct answer. I minored to charge piercing.
Okay.
Oh, and I have to declare that this one is also lethal.
Yep. Thank you for the threat.
Kill it with phaser fire.
But I do have a reroll. I do still have a reroll because bold security.
Mhm.
Tragic.
Well, you need it.
Wow.
We also have aim.
Yeah.
No, the miner was spent for
Oh,
for
I
charge.
do that.
Oh.
No, I did not. I spent for charge.
That's a
because
whiff by the look of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a whiff.
Do you wish to keep initiative, friendly party?
Yeah, I think we better, guys.
Yeah.
I'll take my 2.
Someone want to grab Rulan?
Sure. I can grab the Verlon. Yes.
She's got the elephant gun.
Yeah.
Elephant gun?
a mass driver rifle, which underwater is serious.
I don't know.
artillery.
I don't know if she was Rulan was disarmed last time, or the gun was lost completely.
It was like knocked away.
Oh, okay.
Are you calling it the elephant gun because it's big, or because it's like a big game hunting rifle?
No, because I mean it's a mass driver, so it's a slug thrower that does like 5 challenge dice, which is more than a phaser rifle or just a Rucker rifle.
Okay.
Like-
okay.
And has
I didn't know if
piercing.
I didn't know if the implication here was that we were going to use it to be hunting space elephants.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
with that thing, honestly.
Yeah.
You're currently
Yeah.
fighting.
That's the weapon. That's the mass driver that they use to fight large beasts on their planet. It's like, oh yeah, no, get the rifles.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's how we get in trouble with the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Space Animals.
Right.
Serena, have
True.
you seen what we are currently fighting? Does this qualify as a space elephant?
Well, it's underwater.
Okay.
It's more of a space. It's more like an underwater arachnid.
It's a devilfish. Pet it.
It's
minor to
it's a
aim
monster, which is a distinct category of being from animal.
and spend a threat for another minor for. Actually, no, wait. These things don't have charge. Never mind.
Nope.
These things just fire.
Would you like to fire
They
for
have
lethal?
piercing.
They do have piercing though.
Yeah. Lethal.
Yes, I'm going to spend for lethal. Does the trait Savage Cast cut against me here because of this thing?
No, because you're firing in heat at the moment.
Okay.
And actually, if anything, firing a mass driver is easier, so it's diff 1 to shoot it because these things are designed for underwater use.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask next. First, I was going to ask if it cut against me, and then I was going to ask if it helped. Cool. Focus in mass driver small arms.
Yep.
And I will buy a third die with threat.
Oops, I was about to give it to Pend. That would have gone poorly.
I mean, you could give threat to Pend. It's a thing you could do. Alright, I'll reroll 1 for the hell of it. Alright.
2 gained.
Yep. Done all damage.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7, 8,
9.
9.
Piercing
But only
1.
one piercing.
I can reroll 3 using one of the generated momentum,
You could.
which I will do.
Okay.
Okay. Not incredibly effective.
6,
Uh,
10.
so it's 10 damage with resistance of 6, I think, and an increased injury threshold.
Resistance of 5 minus 1, so resistance of 4. So it gets dropped to
Okay,
6 damage
resistance of
overall.
4.
Is it
6 damage
piercing 1
overall.
or 2 on that rifle?
It's says piercing 1 on the sheet, which
Okay.
is the same as the revolver. Does the rifle have increased piercing, or should it?
I don't know. I was just asking.
I think it just has piercing 1, yeah, for the rifle.
Cool. Yeah. Well, what's the effect of 6 damage right now, GM?
6 damage. Is not enough to cause an injury, but it is enough to shred some of its. It shreds at some of its tentacles, but doesn't really get at the central body of it. Like it keeps throwing all its tentacles in the way to kind of save itself and move around, so it can't. So the shot doesn't really hit it somewhere where it would really care.
It's learning.
I would like to. Yeah, that's scary. I'd like to spend a momentum for an additional 2 points of piercing.
Clever girl.
Plus 2 more. You fire at it, and as you fire, the blasts of the the shot, you kind of fired in such a way that you knew you were trying to predict where it was going to try to save itself and try to move its body. So some of the tentacles do catch it, but it kind of cuts through and keeps going, and then it happens to... You didn't shoot it at like straight on. You kind of try to fire at a weird angle, so that it would angle in a weird way, and that kind of catches it. And you see the whole thing writhe and spin in the water, this massive thing, and there's a rush of water that fills with a blacky ink across its area. And you can feel it. You feel the water reverberating with its rage. As I gain 2 threat. Is that actually...
Right, I forgot it had that too.
Yep.
But I think it's still an injury.
Its injury was prevented by its rage.
Frightening. Okay. Couldn't remember how that feature worked.
Yeah, the only way to defeat most, unless it's invulnerable, the only way to defeat it is to 0 its stress track.
Right. Well, that means I still dealt 8 stress to it.
You did, yeah.
I could Swift.
Yeah, if you wanna.
I mean, I think Rulon wants to, considering what this thing is to her.
Fair.
So yeah, I'll give you 2 in Swift.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy a minor to aim again.
Okay.
And just roll 2. Generate 1 off that. And damage.
There you go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you like to reroll any of that?
So that's 9 with piercing 4. Against...
I count 8.
Yeah, you're right. I miscounted. So 8 with piercing 4 against its resistance of either 5 or 6. No, I'm not going to reroll.
Okay. You fire again. Realizing that if you sever enough of these tentacles, you don't have to necessarily hit the main body to make it stop moving. You just have to shred it as much as possible.
It's like spiral pattern of mass driver projectiles cutting off tentacles.
It's after you're done firing and everyone's trying to collect themselves, get ready for the next move. You see the tentacles take that opening to spray out a bit, and you can see the central body with its many eyes gleaming in your suit lights. And those with night vision seeing it could see a gleam in each of them. The water-based creatures, Hurley, Kalis, and Rulon, hear a reverberation of that you all would recognize as a very ticked off sea creature. It's sort of like a sonaric roar, which if there's more of these things, it probably attracted them.
Good.
If there isn't, then it just made that noise for no reason, which, one can hope. And then as it displays its body, it kind of lets some of its dangling tentacles kind of swirl there, and then it moves them all the way back, and then swoops all the ink that was around it forward. Firing primarily at that person, but it is
a ranged attack.
Yep.
Fun.
You guys just dropped it last time before I could do it.
For us. Well, we fired 4 times. That's almost as much as we could do.
Lethal. Actually,
I guess Rulon could have used a determination.
2, 3. Aquatic Hunter.
Ooh.
Buy 2 additional dice. Your number is what? It's this plus this?
Some numbers usually work.
5 hits total. I only needed 2, so I get 3. Whoops. Get 3. Complication is that despite it trying to make this lethal, it didn't concentrate the venoms in the inky cloud enough. Probably from being shot or in the phaser and stuff, it didn't know to account for that, so it's not nearly as potent as it should be. But hooray. One, 2, 3, 4. I'll reroll 1. See if I can get 2 out of it. Nope, fine. Spend 1 to make it 5.
And remember, you've got 2 armor.
Oh, so that's not enough to cause an injury. 6. Oh wait, penetrating. What am I doing?
Yep.
So it does 5 with penetrating 2. To all people in this area: Soral, Hurley, and Rulon.
Yeah.
Major flashbacks about 24 hours ago.
Cost 2 to avoid injury, folks.
Again.
Oh, and I'm sorry. This is also intense, so it doesn't cost 2. It costs 5 per person. Good thing this wasn't lethal.
Okay. Okay.
And there's no covered ice?
No.
Nope.
Soral goes down.
5. Oh.
Or do you? Sorry.
I think so.
Oh, Soral goes down.
Nope. Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Early, Rulon.
Early, are you staying up?
No.
GM.
Yeah.
I think Rulon would like to spend to the value of harmony must be maintained.
To push
Yeah.
through. Okay.
Yeah.
You have an injury. If you take another one, you're dying. And if you take 2 injuries, you're dead instantly. Well, you have your 5-minute timer. Better way to put that, but still.
Yep. I'm playing Rulon here as very much running high on adrenaline and wanting that thing dead.
Yeah, Kova, you can see that Rulon has various Edsra and Hurley all have intense burn marks across their suit. Well, across their armor. Soral's suit has gone into like the impact seems to have overloaded some of her systems, and it's kind of gone into a safe mode. So it's kind of keeping her from just drowning, but she really can't move around in the suit anymore. She's awake in there, but she can't do anything because the suit's kind of locked up from the damage.
Okay.
Whereas Rulon looks very badly chemically burned along with Hurley, although Rulon seems to be forcing themselves awake.
Fair enough. Back to us now.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I spent 12. 3, 4, 5.
Oh no.
8,
Another
9,
one shows up.
10, 11, 12. That only cost me 2. So. As it
6
does,
show up.
as it's as it sweeps its arms, between the intense firing and it doing all its movements and stuff, this cavern is not meant for this kind of creature. It's not from this world. It is alien to this place. And all this fighting is more this space has seen in a while. And some idiots way above have destabilized the area. So during the fighting, you notice that there's a collapse of various rocks, and it kind of thunks into it a couple times, and it starts whacking it away and moving further and further away from you. Which on the plus side means it can't continue fighting you anymore. On the downside,
Collapse.
the way back
Alright.
is collapsed shut.
That's why we brought transport enhancers.
Yeah.
Doctor, I think Rulan's in need of immediate medical attention.
I mean, as are the other two.
Yeah, but they went down. Rulan's got a lethal injury.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Diving in here. This one's Rulan first.
Reason medicine, difficulty 3.
I see how it is. Savix cast treating Sapphics cast first.
It's called triage. Mammalian xenos. They have it so good, and yet they complain they don't have enough. Reason med. Emergency medicine.
Yep.
1 momentum, 2 threat. Pretty good roll for a 13.
You're able to treat Roland's injury for the time being. It seems that it was a non-lethal injury, but yeah, Roland was in a precarious spot that if they were injured in the short term, that would have complicated into a lethal injury. But you're able to treat it, so it's not nearly as... The burns are thankfully on the... There wasn't too many on the main body, because Roland did the exact same thing that it did. You throw your tendrils out to kind of save throw your arms out to save your heart, sort of thing. Yes, I don't have hands, but my chest is still here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kovic will try and help. We'll go start with Hurley.
Reason medicine difficulty of 4. You don't have a med kit.
Or do we? Sure
Talora
enough, it's
has
in
an
our
additional
list.
one. That's
Oh,
for
Laura
Talora,
has
yeah.
it.
I mean, she
Okay.
can hand it to you if you want it, but
That'll work.
3 in that case, if someone hands you a kit.
You get early, I will get Sarai.
Okay. Forensics? Well, it's not dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it forensics if you do a bad enough job.
That's true.
True. Terrible.
Okay. 3, so I will take a 1 threat and 1 damn, I can't do it. 1 momentum and 2 threat for 4 dice.
Yep.
Get Hurley back up and running, hopefully. Nope. Fuck you, Hurley.
Yeah, you get the feeling Hurley is not lethally injured. They're just in shock. What you're able to determine what I explained in the meta is that looked very bad and they look very badly burned, but it seems that it wasn't nearly as it's not intense enough to kill Hurley. It's just enough to stun Hurley.
Okay.
He just needs a minute to recover himself. Plus, it looks like his
Fair
vocoder
enough.
isn't working properly. But that's a mechanical issue, not a biological issue. Or Hurley screwing with you. You're not familiar
Yeah,
with Hurley.
that's fair. Fair.
Scientists, you know?
Yep.
Oh no, my vocoder doesn't work. I'm just a whale. I'm just kidding. It works perfectly fine. I'm just messing with you.
Actually, not a whale.
who's
It's a
saying the
type of
smart-ass thing about
porpoise.
scientists?
I will.
Someone who's not here.
To aliens, they're all whales. The distinction between a porpoise, a dolphin, and other cetaceans.
Sushi.
It's a whale.
I don't know. You look at that grill that boy's sporting. You guys might have more respectful attitude.
Keep talking, and the difference will be a pile of
I'm
trash.
not going to respect anything that has pygmy in its name.
Doctor.
It's still bigger than most people.
It's only pygmy in when you scale it next to a killer whale.
Yeah, but still.
Callus. You notice that Sarai, as you scan her, you notice that she is actually not medically medically hurt. Like the bioform inside the suit is fine. It's the suit that's wrong. The suit's broke. The suit's kind of in this sort of lockdown mode, so they're kind of trapped inside their suit.
Oh, Captain Harmonizer, Sarai is actually perfectly fine. It's just that her suit is shut down. I believe this is an engineering problem, and I need now take further action.
Talara, can you help?
Yeah. I can. That is indeed what I can do.
Do you do it? Is the question.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you have an engineering kit?
No, I don't think so. That was not one thing that was given to me.
I mean,
Did we even
comes
have an
down to it, we have a spare suit. She just has to like hyperventilate and oxygenate herself and then change underwater.
I was brought here to help with medicine and shooting, not with engineering. We didn't even have an engineer. No, I was brought here to help with engineering. I was not supplied.
Daring engineering difficulty 4 to get Sarai out of that thing. Not out of it, but to get it working properly, to repair it without tools.
I can manage. This shall be fine, probably.
Or you just drag me up to the surface and I can just take.
Oh,
off
you mean
the
with
suit.
the dozen augments are?
Like 24 plus.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad men up there that would not give you the time to take off your suit.
Wow, value judgment.
Yeah. Yes.
They just did
Yes,
a little
it is.
kidnapping.
They're kidnappers.
They are kidnappers. I am sorry. They're not even like the vaguely morally gray kidnappers like the Jedi.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid.
That's called
We're trying
recruitment.
to
That's
avoid
different.
a green Lindbergh baby here.
Right. So that said, I will spend that 1 green to have done the reading about these suits that we are wearing.
Isn't it 2? Because it's it's the same scene.
It is the same scene. You're right. So it'll be a green and a red. For some reason, I thought the scene had changed. It hasn't.
No.
It's just been a lot
Oh
that's
my
happened.
god, Christmas colors. Not even
Yay.
Going to end you.
Halloween. Promise?
Flirt in your
I
own
don't make
time.
threats, I make promises. Okay, yeah, and I'll give you 3. Just a 4. And a reroll on a. Yeah. Okay, not amazing at the moment. Don't worry, I've got options.
And Sarai dies.
Hear it.
Yeah. That's also an option. It's a Vulcan, what do I care? um, When I say must be restored within, or basically honor must be restored within the Empire, and that would be helping your friends, or helping those that require help at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, it's honorable to save
Essentially
a fellow.
balance of honor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've got a weird system. You know, weird is definitely a phrase for it. Okay, you're welcome. And then I will fish the other one because I can. Never mind. I was hoping.
Sarai's suit comes back to life, and Sarai, you're kind of your communicator finally works because now it's because you were kind of stuck inside your little box, and now you can the box now works again, so to speak.
Seems like something's still weird with that communicator. We should give it a second look.
Phaser shot.
Won't chicka won't won't.
I beg your pardon. So what is the away team doing?
Yes, what is the exact plan with your cetacean?
Well, can the doctor take a crack at it?
Yes, of course.
Give me control medicine difficulty of 3.
Emergency medicine?
Yep.
General practice or xenobiology?
Xenobiology will work best here, yeah.
Okay.
Do like that Kovic actually has a higher medical score
threat.
than Talora.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Taking a threat.
There, buddy. I'm sure we can figure out what's wrong with you. Otherwise,
Hurley, you come back. You come to once again after Kalis is able to kind of treat some of the burns, so you're not quite in so much pain.
All right, I'm going to guess that probably the people upstairs noticed that cave-in.
That's likely.
that seems likely. How best are we to proceed now?
With careful haste. Let's go.
Oh, right behind you.
Harmonizer Kovuk, as we're walking along, or swimming along, Dr. Callis wants to get close to you. And can I swap to like
Eyebrow wiggles.
Can I swap to like a private channel for a brief comment?
You can, yeah.
All right.
Where are we going? Oh.
In that case, GM, what you told me, I would like to share with Harmonizer Kovuk and just Harmonizer Kovuk.
Oh, sure.
See how it is.
I'm not a spy, I swear. I'm not listening to your comms.
No, never.
Rubidian is typing.
Not that anyone's noticed anyway.
You think that he would be copy pasting, but no, he is typing.
You see, he's typing it because it's playing the game of telephone. You're not getting the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just type in there. Just for clarification. No.
That's a noise.
Okay. Okay. I don't think that really changes the mission much, but she may be in charge of this whole bunch of people. We'll see. Okay. Well, we proceed with the mission as planned, and we'll deal with whatever this might mean when we get to that bridge.
My thought exactly, Commander. The Harmonizer.
Captain Commander Harmonizer to you, Doctor.
Well, now you're just making up titles.
Ooh, getting fancy there.
That's the title she has given me.
Hey, not until an act of parliament, darn it. There's a vote, you know.
There's the
Is there?
same energy as someone
Yeah.
insisting you have to read
That's
out
what
every
Napoleon
single
said right before he
one
became
of
emperor.
Elizabeth's- Yeah, you have to read out all of his titles, every single one of them.
Right.
Hmm.
Don't you dare leave out Grand Duke of Luxembourg.
Fucking hey, Luxembourg's a jam, man. I mean, it's no Liechtenstein, but Luxembourg is pretty awesome. So okay, yeah, let's.
It's like 30 Liechtensteins.
Which is like
I didn't know that was a
half Rhode
standard
Island.
measurement.
So okay, carefully like check out this cavern before entering.
Mhm.
Reason security difficulty 2 to look around and scan around.
Observation.
Yep. Sorry, are you scanning or looking? Because insight versus reason. That's why I'm asking.
I guess when I started, I was thinking look rather than
Insight,
scan.
then, yeah.
Okay, no, same roll. Said diff 2.
Yep.
Okay, take a threat for a third die. We'll see.
Looking about this area, you notice that this seems to be, and actually, kind of draw. I don't want to do squigglies because they'll drive me nuts. What did I just say? Freaking line. Yes. So past this blue line, so it's actually, this does divide the zones a bit. There is all this is the underwater area.
Okay.
The above area is where there seems to be like various tools, and it's like not a dock per se, but for lack of a better term, it's like an underwater docking area. So it's a place where people could dive down into this area. It does look to be no one's guarding it at the moment, and you don't see any small craft of any kind. Like there's no like mini submersibles or exosuits or anything like that. But there's like various like lockers, places to change your stuff, spare tanks, tools, things like that.
Okay. Well, I carefully kind of swim this way to break the surface there. Hopefully, like with a dock or something similar to, kind of give me cover as I come up out of the water.
You notice that there is a ladder that leads up into the upper area and a hatch.
Okay. Anything going, these Fae?
You see a rock wall.
Okay. So, okay. We've reached this surface. Right now, the coast is clear. And I'll start. I'll take off my breather helmet or whatever.
Yep. Give me insight. Engineering, difficulty 2. You smell something in the air when you take off your mask.
This is not a great roll for me. Pitch for forensics and criminalistics, in that forensics does kind of have things to do with chemicals and poisons and whatever. It might be that I recognize the scent from my work there.
Comp increase. Related, but not what I'm looking for.
Okay. Site engineering, not great.
Could any of the underwater aquatics help, since presumably the volatiles would be dispersed through the water as well, for those who could smell them underwater?
The smell seems to react differently in the air than it does the water. That's why you're not detecting it right away. Actually, I'll roll that back. You could assist with the roll because you might be able to detect what it smells like in water and help with, because you know what it smells. You would know what the smell smells like in water better than you would in the air.
Right. That's yeah.
And diff is 3.
Yeah.
Or 2. Okay. I'm just gonna roll flat then if I'm getting an assist. Let's see how badly this goes. Oh.
Can't be assisted.
Yeah.
2 quamps? Whoa.
Yeah, the 19 and a 20 because I had the increased comp range. I've already
You're making toast.
Hey, I've been there.
I've already spent my determination.
He's having a stroke, actually.
Yeah.
You fall out the window and over the side of the ship.
Yeah, I really don't have anything I can do with that. I guess I could challenge a value, but I don't really have one that I could spend it on then. Nothing really fits. So yeah, that is what it is.
You take 4 stress that bypasses your armor as you breathe, and then it's very it's a smell that kind of stings and burns a bit, and you have this. Unfortunately, your body has the wrong reaction and kind of takes a quick breath in, and that makes it worse. And it just it takes a bit for you to kind of like just slap your hand over your mouth and nose, just force yourself to stop inhaling, because holy heck, that hurts. And whatever that smelled like, you don't care. That hurt. Whatever this, it is.
Well,
it
I'll
smells
put my
terrible.
breather mask on then.
Yeah, you put your mask on, and oh, that feels better at least.
Right.
You can feel the burning still in your sinuses.
Air breathers, you want to keep your mask on. There's some sort of noxious gas in the cavern. Let me see if I can do a scan to see if it might harm the water breathers.
Reason medicine, difficulty of 2.
Okay. Then take a threat for the 3rd die.
Certainly.
That back down. Well, there we are.
3 momentum
So gain
generated.
3. Yeah.
The medical seems to detect that this is some sort of it is very dangerous to biologicals, as it rates it as an industrial waste hazard of some kind. So it's bad for any biologic that breathes this stuff.
But it wasn't affecting anybody underwater.
No, the water barrier is what's saving it. It is what dilutes it significantly. The open air is where it kind of gets pretty bad.
Well, unfortunately, the water breathers aren't in EVA suits, I don't think.
No.
We have one additional suit, but it's not them suits.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Roland might be able to tentacle jury rig the inside of one of them, though. That might be interesting to watch.
As you
Maybe
ponder,
I cannot leave the water. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
as you all ponder this, the scene changes. And we head
Right,
back
we're
up
getting
to
all
the
that
station.
stress.
Yeah.
Actually, could they both of them do it? It'd be like 2 short people in a trench coat.
Well, maybe it's something that like the doctor can do a shot of, like, Halanak or
maybe.
something.
Captain Pend,
2 short people in trench
Hello.
coats.
you're up on station. You get a report that there has been some sort of subterranean collapse that's occurred on the planet. And they've lost their initial contact with the away team. Well, the raiding team. Away team is the wrong word. Rescue team.
Arresting.
Arresting. Well, fine.
Look what team rescue force.
Rescue Force 1.
See, we'll see if get the station to do a more active scan of the area, see if we can get some more information.
More information? What kind of information? Because we might be treading over stuff we already covered.
Was a case of doing the scan again to see exactly what difference is.
The main difference is that there was a major collapse in the passageway. So there was a tunnel there's a land area they went to where the shuttle or beam. You guys beamed in. They beamed into an area and that was their beam site, and they went into like this underwater tunnel. But at the deepest end, that's closest to the underground base, that part has collapsed in, so they actually can't swim back the way they came. And the chamber that would branch off to various areas is the area that collapsed. So there may be another area. There's 2 ways there's one sure way they can get out, quote unquote, is up and out through the facility. There may be another way if they keep exploring, but it's hard to tell what exactly is in that area because the building's in the way. It's kind of marring the sensors, and the between the rocks and the sensors, it's kind of making it hard to tell what's down there. Without the team being linked into the station and helping you scan closer.
Well, I'll reach out to the support staff, because not everyone involved in the mission would have gone down. There'd be some people supporting.
Yeah, some support characters, if you will.
I'll send a message to support staff that if they require additional help, they'd only ask.
What are your orders, Captain? What is your intentions?
Well, in that situation, not as much, because if Penn gets involved, everything gets a lot worse. I'll see if I can reach out to the Da Vinci and Badger.
Okay, one moment. Now, this won't count as a scene change. This is just the scene continuing as... cover to Da Vinci. Whoop. So last we checked in with the Da Vinci, they had been scanning you guys had scanned that little weird trail heading rimward, away from your current location.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're being hailed again from Halanak Station.
On screen.
Whoop. Captain Pet.
Didn't expect to see you again so soon, Captain.
Yes, I have that effect on people. So I managed to get in contact with another one of Badger's kind, and had a lovely discussion with them. If Finn would like to reveal themselves.
Captain?
Well, he's either here or he's not. I'm just seeing if he's here. Oh, nothing? Okay. Well, it seems that we've not... he doesn't actually have any ability to pass judgment. That you haven't actually broken any laws.
I assumed as much.
Yeah, he's just a bit cruel, and he's afraid of Liar, because... Well, he doesn't like Liar.
I'm not afraid, he appears. Like, at the screen.
Hello.
He's afraid of me.
That's not what he said when I was talking to him.
You didn't talk to Liar.
So, are you absolutely certain of that? Because I have a lot more insights about you and your habits.
He snaps his fingers, and the screen cracks in half and shuts off. You! Points at Ryloff.
Yes.
You have
Mila
a...
shoots him.
A what?
Mila shoots him.
Okay, opposed roll. Opposed roll.
Yeah.
What?
You're doing control security. He's rolling opposed. Because he might stop you before you shoot him. You might have you did catch him while he wasn't paying attention to you, so it's like, oh shit.
To be fair, he was about to step up to Rylov, but I was considering heavily
So he's
the
like,
quick draw option as well.
Mila has had it with this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
she can't shoot worth a 3-penny damn, but you know.
No, but if he turns to Mila after she's fired, that's the point. If he's about to kill her, so
take 6 threat for a full mit.
Spending it back because he doesn't want to get shot.
He's asking about lethal. I'm assuming Mila's not quite going there yet, or is she?
No, but she will charge for vicious, intense, piercing.
Vicious is more damage.
Yeah. She's
Maybe
just got a
that-
phaser 1, so
Yeah.
GM,
Yeah.
would you allow an assist if I spend a momentum? Oh, it takes a minor action. I was gonna try to make a copy of Mila to give them help avoiding retaliation, but I don't think I can do that. Sorry.
You know what? I'll let you burn your turn, your combat turn for it. Essentially, you're assisting by creating a weird clone that'll confuse him for a second.
So yeah, she'll charge for vicious. Does the quality of hidden one come into this? Because who knew she had a phaser on her?
And that takes a momentum, so you take
Alright.
a threat.
I mean, we have 3 momentum.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
No, I won't give you anything more for hidden. That more benefits someone looking at you, seeing if you're armed or not.
Okay, fair enough.
Worth
That's a
asking.
good thought, though.
It is a good thought.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is this gonna be the assist is gonna be present security? Because I'm trying to look like
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Oh, and you don't have feet either.
Man, she is
do you?
on fire tonight.
That may be a giveaway. I
Yeah.
don't know that I have noticed or any Mila has. Oh
no,
no,
you've
no, they
definitely
did
noticed.
talk about it.
It was definitely mentioned.
Yeah, I forgot that y'all did talk about it.
2, 3, 4,
Ugh.
5, 6, 7
Oh.
hits.
That was a lot of work for nothing.
I got 6 hits. We're only 1 away.
I'm sorry.
Wait, presence?
can't-
I mean, Rylov, are you able to assist here by distracting?
Potentially, but I don't really how it works.
Yeah, I don't really have a way to leverage another.
Potentially, but that would also just be the end of the combat action.
Is Rylov able to act as a captain?
He is the commanding officer, yeah.
Then
presently, apparently.
you'd be allowed to give.
Oh, you think the
Mila your
captain role?
determination.
Well, yeah,
I'm
no,
not the
yeah, you're
captain.
still the CO, yeah.
Yeah. Wait. I thought I'm the XO, or am I now the CO because the other one's not present? I don't know how
Well,
this works.
Penn made you. Penn kind of appointed
You're-
you CO earlier in the game.
You're
Yeah.
yeah.
You're the
Oh,
acting
captain.
CO currently, so you have
Okay.
no XO currently.
Okay. Well, I do. It's Haifa.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you saying with the CO ability? What is it you were?
Oh,
currently thinking?
I take that back because you would basically give them a determination, which would be a 1 in 20 chance, right? Because they have a security of 1.
Yeah. that'd be a 1 in
Wait,
20.
no. Well,
Is it-
shoot,
is it
that wouldn't
as
work either.
commanding office- Well, as
Yeah, I don't
commanding
think getting
officer,
another
order
determination.
to do that.
I'm sorry, Vin. You're so faint. I can hardly hear you. What'd you say?
Rylov can order Mila to shoot.
Unfortunately,
They've
he
already
didn't.
done it.
Given this is a reaction, that's what's catching him off guard. That
Yeah.
would not. If he gave him the order, that would not be catching him off guard.
Yeah.
Also, Rylov wouldn't order Mila of all fucking people to shoot him.
Right.
Yeah.
She's just got a mad on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think even with a giving a determination that it does
No.
anything for. It's just a risk to try and roll a
I'll-
crit.
I can say what he'll probably he will do as a response is because that's he's not going we already know he's an ass.
Yeah.
He's not going to be kind in whatever retribution he has,
Yeah.
and that's probably already going to encompass the entire ship. So
Yeah.
combine that with his traits, he's probably going to shoot him immediately when he looks at her. Like
Yeah.
he turns and but that's a different matter. At the moment, the resolution is not successful
Yeah.
for Mila.
Yeah. There's
And
just
I'm
nothing
just
to be
double
done.
checking this. Yeah, the only interruption I could have done would have been before you rolled, where I could have just said, nah, I'm shooting, no hesitation, have a threat.
Yeah.
As funny as that could have been.
So what's the plan,
Well-
folks?
Yeah. I don't think we can leverage it, so it's they beat us by 1.
GM,
Yeah.
considering I was essentially a part of this before he cracked the screen,
Yeah.
could I spend my determination to create an advantage of him being distracted? Like, what I said annoyed him enough that he wasn't fully.
To what value? To what value or directive? Because it's attached to something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide.
I mean, you assigned a directive. That would work, I think.
Let me just scroll up.
I have it in pins.
Captain's prerogative. Next question. Starfleet accepts that still, right?
Investigating
Provisionally.
interference.
Yeah, you're trying to see what limitations, if any, he has. So that would qualify. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm creating an advantage for our side.
So +1 hit, basically.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
I
tied.
guess they're
Draw.
tied. Now, Penn, here, I have a recommendation for a
I
thing
actually
you
got,
could do.
Let me roll a d20 because I've got veteran.
Yeah.
A
Um,
D20?
No, a
d-
d6. isn't it? Jesus. Shows you how often I get to do it.
Yeah.
Shit, I haven't done this. I've been doing veteran.
Nah,
all
that
the
whiffed.
time.
So I have a recommendation for a thing you could do. It would involve digging out a relevant milestone, which I don't know if you have. You could spend a determination to get the trait methodical planning to be able to assist as well, and then you could spend your pike metal to crit on it.
That is a thing you
These
can
are
do.
these are just things you could do.
Yep.
You should do.
Hang on.
We're gonna use all of our resources to save the support character.
To be fair, it is kind of what the system encourages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yes, great. Why not?
I have a
Um,
question. Do you have the medal that lets you double up on a determination spend?
I shall check.
That is the Grand Kite
Oh,
Order
yeah.
of Tactics. That's if he was doing it for tactical strategy, and it's for planning or implementing.
I mean, the distraction is a tactic.
I do have the Grand Kite.
In that case, you might not have to spend a milestone.
Yeah, I'll just use Grand Kite.
Mila,
For 8
Can
Well,
I
yes.
ask a question?
go ahead.
What's a grand kite?
Grand Kite.
It's a
Grand
person.
kite.
Yeah.
The medal.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to say what I thought you meant.
So, Mila, roll your damage.
Roll damage from my type 1 phaser at this point.
This is gonna
Yeah.
With my 1 security.
No, but does that mean we'll make a momentum as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I love when you get to do ridiculous things in the system. It's the best. Fantastic.
Yeah, we'll
have
spend
a-
a determination to re-roll that.
No, it's
You
just
have
a momentum.
three-
No, or,
Yeah, sorry.
Spend,
It's just a momentum. If that
Yeah.
doesn't work, I could suggest spending the 2 to have the advantage that that's thoroughly distracting him.
Oh, and I spent for vicious, so
Oh
that's
my
6.
god.
That is
6.
6 damage.
So that is 6 damage.
This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
That
best
isn't
way.
enough to injure him because you can't injure him per se. However, I will point out something about this system. You can add additional damage, 1 for 1, with momentum or threat.
Yep.
Or
True,
we
you
could,
can.
we can
And
also swift.
we-
Oh, it's not swift task. Pass the turn.
Retain.
Do we need
Retain.
to add like millions of threat or something?
At some point, you tell me how much you're spending, and then I'm like, that's enough to injure him, or that's not enough to injure him, or that's not enough to defeat him.
Well,
So-
you said we can't injure him.
Well,
So
you
it'd
can
have to
fill.
be the same deal of flatten his track.
You can zero him out, and he will be unconscious for X amount of time.
Yeah. Because you guys now, well, Penn at least now knows, not that Mila knows this, but Mila may just go, I'm going to keep shooting him until I burn up my batteries. I don't care. I'll empty the whole thing into him until he falls over. It's like, oh, he finally fell over.
He
Yeah,
did take
that's
her
okay.
feet.
We do have quick to action though.
So you could transfer for free, yeah. So it's up to you. I'm just pointing out that thing. You did 6 damage to him. You hit him, and it did. There in the slow mo. He kind of gets hit in the side of the head. He kind of turns and starts reaching up a hand at Mila.
Yeah, no, that's quick to action disruptor time.
Stop.
So, I
Disruptor
mean,
time.
standing isn't a minor, I'm assuming, from sitting down, because that's not really a... Are you going to charge me to stand up, or do I have to shoot him from sit?
You're not considered prone, so yeah, I'd presume you
Yeah.
could easily stand easily. Getting off the
Yeah.
ground, I'd charge you a minor for, 'cause
It's
that's
like
prone
8
to
step
stand.
forward, disruptor, minor draw.
I don't know. Sitting him from like,
Yeah, you
I mean,
can
just
shoot
shooting him from
sitting.
sitting in the captain's seat is kind of a power move.
It is
Yeah, for real. That's pretty boss.
just like the quick draw from the seat. Okay, sure. We'll go
How
with
Kurt
that.
does it. That's how America did it.
Firing for lethal?
I'm not supposed to. Not when working with the Federation.
Well, I didn't ask that question. I'm just asking if you're shooting for lethal.
No. Depressed Romulan noises.
What are you doing with your minor? Because you didn't. Well, you drew. You have to draw
it'd
anyway
have
from
to
the
be,
chair.
Yeah, it'd have to be the minor to draw. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Spending for any extra minors, or just. And it is opposed because he has 2 hands and he can chew gum and walk
He
at the
has
same
2
time.
hands, yes. But he is, I'm assuming the panned advantage probably still exists,
Yep.
given that's just a general distraction.
Yep.
And Panned, as much as he can destroy the view screen, he didn't destroy the speakers. I imagine he didn't destroy all of them, at least.
Yeah, wouldn't likely.
There's other things on this ship, so he can still be talking is the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment, Penn hasn't acted yet, just because out of sheer... Because there's probably that half moment of
Yeah.
crack. Oh, crap. Wait, I can still hear it. I can hear Phase of her. Oh, he didn't... So he just crashed the
Oh,
screen.
here,
What the
let's
hell?
So do you want me to go next?
No, I'll go unless you want to go by directing, but like I can go. That's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with going.
Oh, if you want to go for it, go for it.
Yeah. Because I've got a good few things and bits of bobs to use against him. So those new directives.
Yep, they're in pins.
I don't know. This isn't necessarily investigating the interference, is it?
It's investigating how powerful the entity
It's
that's
investigating
interfering
how
is.
durable this interfering high order
I mean,
being
hey,
is.
it worked. It worked for Mila.
Yep.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was saying I could more argue for the recover the crew of the Da Vinci through it because he's about to make another member disappear.
Yeah.
It's just preemptively making sure I don't have to recover them
Yep.
because
Oh,
I
and
would rather not. Yeah, you're full mit. Shockingly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine my complete and utter shock when you spend some of the 35 threat you have. A small
Surprise
arms
Pikachu
focus.
boost.
Say again?
A small arms focus.
Yes.
And actually, I may have some traits that, while they hurt me before in this situation, they might be helping me, such as subtle.
That will help you here, yeah. You may be shooting him, but you're trying to shoot him from your seat, no less, and just like, I'm just going to quick draw, fire at you.
While he's distracted by being shot at by someone else and penned.
Shoot casual.
Yeah.
Shoot casual. Inscrutable, because I believe you were mentioning something about him being able to read minds to get intentions nearby, so that's less
That
of his
helps, yeah.
understanding of intention.
Yep.
Okay. So those things that were hurting me before. Guarded mind.
Yeah.
See, I don't feel bad using all of these, given they made my life harder earlier.
Plus, this is between pinned and your things, that's +5 so far.
Yes.
Good.
And then there's the... Wow, that's 7 already because I spent determination.
Yep.
So I'll give you a threat and a momentum for the 3. It's not presence command. I should change that.
You probably should, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. None of those come into play. Yep. Oh, wow, I had to complicate when why do I have a complication of 2? I don't have that. That's not a complication.
Cool.
Okay, so 4 against 9.
5.
Roll your damage.
Hey man, don't be making them kind of cracks, man. That ain't cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Got any
8,
metals
9.
that generate bonus?
I do.
A?
Metals to generate bonus momentum.
Ah.
So we've done 6 plus 9 damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he's not down.
The second shot kind of hits him in a square in his chest, like around the heart area, because disruptors will, even if the armor catches it, it might cause like a spasm in his whatever kind of heart he has, because that's the training. And he just kind of raises his hand in slow motion. You notice he's raising his hand as you're firing. You're firing like a couple shots into his chest. He's just standing there. He's not ducking or weaving or anything. He's just raising a hand as if he's about to start catching your shots, like he's about to do with Mila. But he's too slow. He's moving too slow. Like he thought he had enough time to catch the thing, but it looks like he's gonna have to split his attention. I remind you of what I told Mila.
Yeah, so he is indeed still up.
Oh, he is indeed still up. Yep.
Okay. So Legion of Honor, I'll get 2 bonus momentum and I'll put those into that to add to damage.
Still up.
Yeah, we've got 6 momentum there. Should I just put all of that in there?
Oh, go for it.
Yeah. Go away.
You're probably even like firing from your seat, and it just you're almost if there were a hammer to fan, yeah, like it's the that thing you see at light gun arcades where someone's just rapidly spamming their finger in the trigger. But no, you're firing into him a bunch of shots.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when he's
Yeah.
He's starting to actually. You can notice he's actually starting to be pushed back from the impacts. Like he's taking a ton of energy damage.
Oh my god.
But you notice he's actually starting to skid away from you as you're shooting him.
But
You
he's
can
still
swift.
up.
And he's still up.
I can swift.
Swift, keep firing.
Like swift will cost 2, but
Yep.
in this case, I
But
think that's probably worth
I
it.
think that 2 generates more damage than spending 2 does.
Yeah. So let me actually roll this. I don't keep it. That is important to note.
So swifting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that. Because all of that stuff from before, which is still 5 advantages,
Yep.
which is down to 4 essentially, so we've got a
Yep.
hit of 4 to start with.
I assume you're shooting him again.
Yes.
Full mitt, obviously.
Full mitt, why would you do this to me? Okay, you know what I'll do to you instead.
What's up?
Yeah, I could do Rescue in Sector Beta 3 for close quarters combat.
Mm-hmm. That would apply.
I mean, that was against a horrifying enemy of the Borg, but you just deleted my crewman's feet.
Yeah.
Or put them in your personal storage. I really don't know. I don't want to know.
Okay.
It's a footlocker.
So, that's bad.
Solid.
Yeah, and we've got that same value again, and I'll give you 2 threat. So that's 6 hits at the moment, then roll that. 7, 8.
Generate
5.
3.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, would it be 1 fewer hits because you swift task?
We already counted that.
We already counted that. We did already count that. Yep.
Oh, we did already count it.
He
Okay.
falls. He flies backward and lands on his back.
Now what do we
Well,
do? Says Mila.
Just like this probably smoking disruptor.
Yeah, Mila will put pinned up on a secondary screen.
Right, is he down?
Yes. I sincerely hope this was something that is effective.
It's not permanent, but while he's unconscious, he can't fuck with you.
Hey, sorry. I see the Mona Lisa. It's behind us.
Oh, he was hiding it from us.
Yes, get them on board and bring them back. And
Meanwhile, we're being hailed by the Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
Well,
put
not-
them,
What?
monorailed.
You hear a voice of Lieutenant Captain Serena as it's coming through the QE
Son,
system.
just hit the button and get me in contact with.
Okay.
Centurion Rylov.
Yes.
Yes, it is me, your dearest friend from the FIS. I am here with Commander Captain Frolic, the blue one.
Lieutenant Captain of the Stars, I would appreciate punctuality in this regard. We have just
Okay.
shot some kind of hyperspace being of imaginable power. I imagine we don't have long before he's very irritated.
We can see you on sensors. Whatever you did, we're in contact. Beam us up and let's get the fuck get away from here soon.
Is the Mona Lisa non-functional?
Currently, I'm not able to pilot it. He broke both my arms.
Twice.
We'll move into position to tractor beam you in. Is
Cares
there
about the goddamn shuttle? Just beam us up and get us out of here.
Captain?
Go for it.
I can bring it.
Okay.
I can bring them in.
Says
Yep.
Ensamila.
Yeah,
Mm.
let me. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Let me bring them in.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, Haifa, let's go with the transportation or the tractor beam, whichever you believe to be more effective in this situation.
Tractor beam. That's Starfleet property.
Yes. Mila, if you can get us any potential location on the other individuals this person talked about.
We were not able to save every civilian from the anomaly. We were only able to beam up a select few before it collapsed in on itself.
I'm aware he presented me with 3 groups of people, so I'm presuming I know where 2 of you are. I would like to know where the 3rd one is, if that was at all the truth.
Oh, I suppose
The
Frolic is.
being is a cunning fool, but he's
He's
not
currently
much
lying
of a liar.
unconscious on the bridge, I am aware.
Centurion, do you have any additional insight into how to get this being away from us?
He is akin to someone you know, apparently, the liar.
All right, I suggest we find the nearest star and dump him into it then.
I'm for that, sir.
It's
Noted,
not a
Captain. We
brute
shall have you aboard
solution,
shortly.
But I must concur.
Hey, does
Starfleet
Mila have
doesn't.
feet suddenly?
No. Starfleet doesn't allow executions. You can't do this.
Extrajudicial execution
Commander
is-
Haifa, this is not an execution. Believe me, the being will survive.
It'll just slow
Extrajudicial
down.
It's the closest I can get to a
are
holding
allowed
cell.
in times of war, if the continued existence of prisoner poses an imminent threat to the crew. And
Lif-
I believe the imminent existence of the continued existence of this being poses an imminent threat to the entire FIS.
Lieutenant Captain, I believe you are presently an observer.
You
Does-
hear a very loud, like, huff and a tisk from the comm, and then she shuts up.
Does Mila have feet all of a sudden?
Nope.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Cool. Cool.
Um,
So what I'll say
Centurion,
is,
what are we sure that this isn't an execution?
In this regard, I am willing to follow the captain's instructions. Now please continue with the transportation.
I'm
Or the
not.
tractor.
I'm not going to help you execute him.
Wait, didn't we?
No, the tractor of the shuttle aboard, please.
Well, I'll do that, but I don't want to
Wait.
execute him.
Wait,
That's
wait, wait,
very
wait,
well.
Stop. Captain, excuse me, Centurion. We figured out that there was a way to contain it, but we just wasn't able to do it in the ship. Where can we go for that? We've got the quantum slipstream drive. If we can do it at Halanak Station, we can contain him.
That was the Utopia Planitia or something? That's nowhere near here.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was, Daystrom
Oh, okay.
Institute or Utopia Planitia might have sometime.
That is way too far away. That's 24
Okay.
hours.
No, that's fair. No, I'd
Yes,
forgotten that
so
part.
Plus ships, weapons, engineering. Oh, you made it anyway, but still. You got 4 on a 3. 5 on a 3, so
and
gain
also-
2.
Two. So over comms, I'll say, Centurion, meet me in sickbay. Have security prepare to shoot that thing again if it wakes up, because it won't be happy.
And that's when he starts sitting up.
Okay.
Can I shoot him with the phaser? Okay.
And
Yeah.
on that happy note, it seems that the Da Vinci has engaged Badger in combat, but they managed to rescue the shuttle for now. And the rescue attempt and the arresting party are having increasing issues. And something very strange has happened in the den of which they enter. But that'll be it. That'll be all for now. For all of you watching, thank you very much for watching. For all of you playing, thank you very much for playing. I'll see you all again next time. You shot Badger. I know she said you could shoot him.
Uh huh.
I mean, I didn't even know that, or Ralov didn't know that, and Mila didn't know that. Mila just decided